ReZero, starting life in another world. The prophecy of the throne.
Good evening, everyone. It's me, Seamus. We're here for another fantastic stream episode of ReZero, the Prophecy of the Throne. Very, very excited. Thank you, everyone who's boosting the stream so far. I really appreciate it. Very, very nice. Yes. For those of you who are not aware, this game. Let me bring this away. Where is it right now? Here we are. This game. Just released in the UK. It was delayed for a bit, so we weren't sure when it was going to release, but Spike Chunsoft made the announcement. I'll link it right now. Hold on. Spike Chunsoft, Twitter. There we go. Physical version. I'm sorry, it's the physical version that comes out in the UK. But now it's a thing. So here you go. Fantastic. I might actually be able to bring it in real quick. Let me see. Image, browser. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't bring something terrible in. We're gonna hope for the best here. There you go. ReZero, starting life in another world. The Prophecy of the Throne physical version comes out today in the UK. Sorry you all had to wait so long, but hope you enjoyed playing the game. There you go. So I thought, I'd celebrate the occasion by doing the entire stream as British Subaru. Now, granted, I figured that could get a little annoying fairly quickly if everyone has to listen to that. So I will let chat vote. I'm going to give everyone about, 2 minutes to file in, take the seats, and then we'll hold a vote. And you guys will decide if this entire stream will be done as Subaru. What's a British version of Nutski? Subaru National Soccer League. Yes. Or as we call it, the proper football. Which words? I'm trying to fix it. I don't know how you activate that challenge. Watch, by the end of this, I'll be more Australian than British. You can tell, because when you do Australian, you kind of open the mouth up, you slur the words a bit more. Whereas British is very received pronunciation, it's very official. Yes, I want to see if he can keep it up. Oh, there he goes. Gonna just slip in the Canadian part way through it. That's why I always mispronounce that one elf's name. I go as Amelia instead of Amelia. We don't say in Canada. Oh shit, I just did it. Oh no. Oh. Are you saying my accent is poutine? Don't make me come down there, eh? I will crawl down from my Alaskan log house and beat the shit out of you. That's a British accent, ain't it? You can't turn your accent to Scottish. Ray Zero, starting life in another world, the prophecy of the throne. These damn bugs. That's why I live in fucking Greenland. It's too cold for the skittles to be reproducing there. Don't go to Iceland, they'll bite the shit out of you. That's a misnomer. There's no fucking ice in Iceland. And there's no fucking vegans in Greenland. What? You want me to say poop? What's with your bloody humor? Listen, bug slid. You're the fucking reason there's even a problem in this game to begin with. Get out of here. Subaru wouldn't have to deal with any of this shit if you left. The bugs led to our fucking demise. Alright. I'm pretty sure you're all sick of listening to this title screen music. It's only about 30 seconds long, so let's get the poll going on here. Out in the UK, let's honor it with an accent. Now's your chance. Place your votes in. I'm not doing Scottish the entire time. Going to be a Scottish version of the Spoken Monster. I should probably get the webcam going just to be safe. Deactivate, reactivate. Lighting is shit, so we're gonna deactivate and reactivate again. Now it's better. There you go. And that was the whole point, was that it would sound like Scottish Arnold. I guarantee you within an hour of this, chat's gonna be like, please, no more. I'm not ready for the Monado's power. You know, fun fact, Archeon Z. Oh, it's official. We're stuck in this now. Great. So, fun fact, Archeon Z. I didn't know it at the time, but when I tried to audition for Fatigue in Bedfellows, I thought it was a British accent, and it was actually South African. In the pilot episode that the original maker of the character voiced his own character, it was a South African accent, and I had no idea. So I mistakenly took it for British and did sort of that kind of accent. We got rid of the accent. This is the Monado's power! I actually do a pretty good job of, like, doing an impersonation of some of those characters from Xenoblade. Oh, the Monado! You can't! I won't let you! Fine. I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here! Thank God. This is ReZero as played by Shulk. Thank God Shulk was released in 2018. Or came out in Smash in 2018. Otherwise we'd have like Shield! Speed! Smash! Glomp! Hot take! Alright, so, I gotta figure out my voice. My name is Subaru Natsuki. Not only am I totally clueless, now I add the British accent, okay? We're up here. Weed or alcohol? I think the last time I was at a convention I did mostly alcohol. I would not... You don't double dip. You don't crossfade. That's the one thing I've learned is you don't crossfade no matter what. Alright, with that being said... I think that imposter is sus! It's worse than the Monado. It's Among Us! Anyway, of course, so we... Susserblade Chronicles! I'm gonna just end up sounding like Shulk the entire time. So you know the rules, chat. We are going to be doing this the entire time. Holy shit, this is gonna be so draining on my voice. And it's gonna be really weird having to remind myself to do a British accent after listening to myself with an American accent the entire time. There's clearly a lot fewer bugs this time around. Hey! Sounds like they had some good Q&A people to inspect it. Inspect it. So you know the rules. You know the rules. Chat picks all the story choices. We're gonna see how far we can get tonight. And let's do it. Let's go.
Let us resume.
Let us resume. There's a deep, deep darkness. Unlike the fake darkness just before, this is real. Just before? Fake? Though I can't even process my own thoughts to understand what they mean. Who am I anyway? What is darkness? Who's the one interpreting these subjective concepts? And who says whether they're right or not? I don't know. 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 I don't know anything at all. From the start, I've been going at this all wrong. Everything I saw was wrong, and my thoughts were mistaken. That's why
I love you.
I can hear a voice. A voice from within the deep, deep darkness.
I love you. I love you.
A sweet voice that seems to melt my exhausted body and worn mind, trying gently to carry them off. Like a driftlin, but so much worse.
I love you. 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 I love you.
What is this, Doki Doki Literature Club?
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Damn it, Monica! My thoughts are painted over by love. The blinding love smothers the darkness. If I let myself get buried in this love,
Subaru.
I hear a voice.
I love you. 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 I love you.
God, this sounds just like me at an average anime convention. Under that vast and overwhelming love, I'm sure I hear a voice.
Subaru.
I turn my face toward it. Face? Yeah, I turn my face. I look toward a light piercing through the darkness. And so I extend my hand toward it, discarding the world of darkness and diving into the new light. My sanctuary now, where fear and light lies melt away. As I gain distance, I can tell the voice is clinging to me. I move further, and as we're separated, just before plunging into the darkness, I'll face you someday. There's a moment of silence and a flash of white. Then,
I love you.
a sound of love, distinct from the ones before, gives my back one final push.
I could ask you the same. What is it, Subaru? You don't look too well.
Subaru?
Subaru? What happened? Subaru?
My bonitis!
How troublesome. You, move aside. We have a patient coming through.
My vision wavers. Wavers. My vision wavers. All I can see is the sky. My limbs are lifeless, so I let myself get carried away like some luggage. I can't speak. My head hurts. A repulsive sensation crawls through my organs. I know I'm just imagining it, but it feels all too real.
Subaru! Subaru!
After all, I'd been filled to literal bursting with bugs. They might as well have renamed me to Assassin's Creed.
Subaru, here's some water. Can you drink?
Yeah, thanks. I think I'm good.
Very well then. Though it is unfortunate, if you were unable to drink, Rem would have strived to take care of you.
That's, well, yeah. Maybe next time.
Yes. Please drink slowly as to not overstress your stomach.
I do as Rem tells me and get some water from the pitcher. The cold fluid runs down my throat, and my frightened organs slowly take it in. Water. Plain old water. It's definitely not those disgusting wriggling insects. Don't be scared of it, my organs. Just return to your normal state, perform your usual functions, and be mindful of regular digestion and sound sleep. That's all. That's all I need.
I should be able to get back to normal.
Subaru.
Sorry if I made you worry. Where's Ram and Julius?
They are in the plaza, dealing with everyone who has just arrived. We have not disclosed the fact that the members of Miss Amelia's camp were involved in the incident.
I see. So you got the story through. I guess it could be worse then.
It's chilling to think of a crucial warning like that not being delayed. Being delayed because I collapsed. Luckily, it seems I returned right after Ram figured it out, so we were able to avoid Amelia's name being spread and alerting the witch cult. At least I think so. To be honest, it's just me being hopeful. After all, before I could see how things turned out, I died at the hands of a terrifying enemy. After taking some time to rest and drink the water Rem gave me, the confusion in my mind begins clearing. I gather my thoughts, further my understanding, and seek out the answers. There's so much I need to go over. The biggest issue being,
The imposter has to be Melty.
that's the conclusion I came to from fucking dying! From Sakura's words at the church as I was dying. She's the only one who fits the bill. Thinking back, Melty was the only one who actually led to me getting fucking killed by dying of bugs going into my internal organs. Amelia and Feld have too little chance of winning to bother being fakes. Anastasia and Priscilla were both attacked by Wolf as well, and also didn't stuff my gullet full of bugs. That leaves either Cruchet or Melty, but
I guess my hunch was right. Guess that makes me some sort of super sleuth. Not that I've ever done any detective work before.
my jokes and quips fall flat. Despite having discovered the imposter we've been so worried about, I don't feel any better at all.
Wolf is solemn. Puka's magic was the trump card he used to burn me alive.
Think of it that way. Thinking of it that way, it all makes sense. I was told Solemn and Tiga were from the same place, and they had the groundwork laid out to help the imposter. Thinking back, during the loop when they rushed to our aid when we were attacked by the Dusk Bandits, it could have been a ploy to butter us up. There's something else I found out that makes me think Solemn is Wolf too.
Her big brother.
Melty had shouted for her brother, and it sounded to me like it was directed at Solemn.
Melty and Solemn are siblings. So would Solemn really go to such lengths to help Melty win? And Puka is just tagging along for the ride? Does that mean Tiga's in on it too? How complicit is Melty in all this? Ah, damn it! I can't make sense of it all! Still, I need to talk to them.
Thank you for the follow, Tori. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow, Tori.
It appears you've sorted through your thoughts, Subaru.
Whoa, whoa. Didn't you hear me talking to myself just now? I was just lamenting about how I can't make sense of all this.
Right, but that gallant look in your eyes has Rem's heart beating a flutter.
So my scary eyes are looking scarier, huh?
Yes, they are quite wonderful.
Is that a compliment? But thanks.
Rem's smile helps soften the stiffness in my heart. Let me try. Sorry, I'm just messing with something. Okay, cool. Awesome. There's so much I don't know, but at least now I'm not dancing in the palm of someone's hand without realizing it.
I'd rather punch a hole in their palm with my clumsy dance moves.
That's the spirit. So what will you do?
I feel bad for Ram and Julius, but I'll have to leave them to handle the plaza. We have other things we need to take care of.
What could that be?
I want to talk to Tiga.
Oh, but he was just with us earlier.
Yeah, but he ran off in a hurry, right? I want to talk to him about something that happened after that.
I remember seeing Tiga and Solemn facing each other and arguing. Tiga seemed to be disagreeing about something. And as a result, he angered Sakura and met his demise on the church floor, swarmed by bugs. I don't know his true intentions. Even if he were just pointing and laughing at me, if there's a chance that wasn't the case.
It's worth a try, but if he isn't on my side, we have to avoid getting seen by them. They have their guard up against me.
The main reason I died this time is probably because I've interfered with Sakura's plans so many times now. That made her rage and try to get rid of me.
I'm supposed to be capable and sharp? What a joke.
If I really were so capable, I would have had better control of the situation. I don't have any extraordinary abilities like that. I just cheat. But even then, I'm still so useless. I'm incompetent, powerless, reckless.
That's me. Subaru nuts.
Yes, that is Subaru.
Ram, you're not supposed to agree to that. But whatever. Anyway, we can't be careless here. One wrong move, and we'll be fighting with Wolf again. That said, I don't have it in me to just march right into the church either. What should I do?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Funny seeing you in a place like this.
What?
What are you doing in a back alley like this anyway? You'll get mugged down to your birthday suit hanging out around here.
Felt? I'd ask you the same thing. What are you doing here?
What kind of question is that? Places like these are my backyard. If I want to walk around here, that's my business.
Miss Felt, I don't believe that is what Subaru meant.
Yeah. I'm sure he just wants me to be all prim and ladylike like Reinhardt's always saying. If he wants such a well-mannered princess, he shouldn't have picked me in the first place. I'm me, and there's no way that's gonna change. So I'll come to the back alley if I want, damn it!
I don't see how that last part is related. But man, you're in a mood. Did something happen at the castle?
It was nothing. Just a bunch of self-important old geezers getting together and nagging me with boring crap. It pissed me off. So I came out here to blow off some steam.
Subaru, Miss Felt seems to be speaking of...
Yeah, the questioning at the castle. Just like Mealy, Felt's turn must have been today.
It seems that Felt's interrogation ended up happening at this timing because of the various schedule delays.
Because of that, we have to deal with a bad mood Felt.
Oh, what? You trying to piss me off too? It might be strange to say myself, but who knows what I'll do when I snap?
What a persuasive threat. But I don't have spare time to deal with you right now. Just walk around the back alley for a while. Wait, where's your guard? Didn't you hear about how dangerous it is to be out here?
That took a long time.
So, where is Reinhardt?
He's really busy, so he hasn't been around lately. I hear there have been fires all around the royal capital.
Fires? Do you mean arson?
Yes. He's been out dealing with those.
Arson!
Sounds like they're having a hard time catching the culprit, too. So, since he's gone, I get to go out and about as I please. What? Don't give me that face. You know how fast I can run, right? I won't let any electors catch me.
Miss Felt, I apologize for being so direct, but you should make light of your opponents.
Ugh, don't lecture me. Why should I listen to someone lecturing me in my own yard?
Felt willfully ignores Rem's point, but at least now I can be sure of one thing. The culprits setting fires in the royal capital are probably Solemn and Puka. With Wolf's existence known, they've been forced to change their original plan. Now they're creating distractions for the guards and knights. It makes sense. If they don't,
I wouldn't be surprised if Reinhardt captured them easily.
in that case, the damage done here is because of me. I created this situation.
Everything is so depressing.
You worry too much. The fires have all been pretty small, and it seems no one's died from them yet.
That's...
A small mercy, considering everything else. I doubt it actually helps any. Puka's fire magic is immensely powerful. I know because I've been killed by it before. With that kind of firepower, if the fires are going out without any deaths, it means those two never intended to kill anyone.
No, that's stretching it a bit. Just calm down. I need to think this through logically. I can't be so optimistic about this.
I don't really get it, but is he okay muttering like this?
Yes, it's fine to let him mutter. Right now, Subaru's thinking about things as hard as he can.
Thanks for the reassurance. That's a pretty big expectation. Anyway,
I've made up my mind.
we'll stick to our previous plan. First, I want to talk to Tiga. I have to meet up with him to do that, but we can't go to the church without a plan. I think it'd be better if we spoke to him on his own.
Your story keeps jumping, so I can't keep up. But it sounds like you're pretty troubled.
Thank you for continuing the gift sub, Lava.
We've been on the front lines together, so if you've got something on your mind, I can offer you a good rate.
I appreciate the sentiment, your intent to charge me aside. But even if I talk to you...
You okay?
Subaru?
I don't answer them as I contemplate deeply, my hand over my face. See? It's over my face. One of those two hands is over my face right now. You can see it. It's right there. It's happening. If you don't see it, you're just not paying enough attention. Could Felt's offer actually be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
It's too risky to go to the church right now. But if someone enters the church and calls Tiga outside for me...
Felt is a reliable and accomplished thief, so sneaking in somewhere should be easy for her. Of course, there's still some danger involved. Even if I support Felt's infiltration from the outside, I can't reduce the risk to zero. That would be too irresponsible of me. Involving Felt would be...
What? Did you just give up? Ha! Your face screams I'm right on the money.
Oh, come on, Miss Felt. What could you possibly mean?
Do you suck at playing dumb or what? And don't call me Miss Felt either. It's creepy. I can tell from that pathetic face of yours. People who just give up on something always have a dejected look on their face.
Felt.
So, out with it. Say what's been on your mind. Tell me everything. What you just thought of, and whatever you gave up on after thinking about it. I'll be the one to decide if I can handle it or not. Don't turn to me for help, then leave me high and dry.
Felt. You... yeah. Right. That's right.
What is?
I just thought how, even now, you really are a royal candidate. Anyway,
That was cute.
I want to talk to Tiga, who's at the church, but I'm worried about sending myself or Rem inside. So it'd be really helpful if we could use your dexterity.
Miss Felt?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm listening. I get what you want to do, but
Is it too dangerous?
that's not it. I have only one
That's
thing
really
to say.
creepy to think about, Mike.
This is really gonna cost you, you know?
Felt, does that mean...
I'd be super annoyed if you didn't think I could handle it or that you think I shouldn't. So, I'll help you out. In exchange... No, that's fine.
What? Tell me. I want to know. You've already said that much. Might as well tell me the rest.
Miss Felt, if this regards your compensation, please tell us what you want. Rem will pay for it, even if it takes a lifetime to do so.
I'm not asking for anything that drastic. It's just something I was thinking about. Since you're being so cautious of that Melty Girl's church, that must mean...
Yeah, but I can't say for sure yet.
I see. The sweets she gave me at that get-together were really good.
With that, Felt lightly tilts her head. I didn't say it outright, but she seems to get it. That I was sure Melty and her camp were the imposters. And that's why I was being so... And that was why I was being so cautious.
Alright, guess I'll get ready then. You just need me to tell that foppish guy to come outside, right?
I get the foppish evaluation, but still.
Wait, isn't that a slur? Isn't foppish like a racist term, or am I wrong? Resident Brits, is foppish a bad word? I literally don't know.
What should I tell him? That you're calling for him?
Right. Let him know to meet me at the tavern in the shopping district. Actually,
with the situation as it is, it'd be weird for Felt to tell him to go somewhere, considering the possibility he'd be suspicious of her.
bestie.
What?
Tell him his bestie is calling for him. If you say that, he should be more willing to listen.
Bestie. That's a weird word. But whatever. Anyway, I'll get it done.
Mikey, have you not seen his attire? Did you see his purple suit and green hair and not immediately say, that looks like a fashionista? He looks like if Jared Leto got cast in a Studio Ghibli movie. We should get Felt to help us. I better hurry to the church.
I never even dreamed of suspecting Melty.
The more I think about it, the more absurd it seems. There's no reason to exclude Melty as a possible fake candidate. Your favorite Mike, thank you for the tier 2 subscription, and welcome Bladed! What's going on? How is everyone? What were you guys doing? Talk shows and podcasts. I guess this technically is a talk show and a podcast because we're spending a lot more time listening than we are playing. Also, not that anyone really cares, but I actually sold GameStop shares for the first time today because most of the shares I bought were at like $100. So over the course of today, I sold like 20 shares for a total of like $2,700 instead of $2,000. I made $700 in profit. Woo! That's the whole Switch. I'm stonks, baby. Let's go. Now I can buy one 1/100th of a Hazen cabin. So which part of the Hazen cabin do you guys want? Do you want one of the candles from the chandelier? Do you want the attachment pipe to the loo? Or would you rather have a square, a cubic foot of drywall from the basement attachment? The massive blanket fort. I'm sorry, the massive blanket fort is, we need at least another 5,000 for that. Oh my god! Emmy! Hazen Cabin Multimedia Room. It's a repurposed, or it's a home theater system where one wall is the projector screen and the other walls have like all these blankets and pillows and shit along the corners so that you can just literally lay down and chill in any section of the room And you can either do your own thing in the corner, or you can watch the movie that's playing on the fourth wall. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, the more I think about the Hazen cabin, the better it gets. Anyway, thank you everyone who contributed points to the Booster Stream Challenge. Thank you for the level 3 hype train. VV Star, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome back for your half-year anniversary. Half-year anniversary, half-year anniversary, half-year anniversary, half-year anniversary. Bladed, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Welcome Bear Claw, Epinomenon, Rex Online, Spirit of Watamontaru, and Sarah Chiba to the Lion Pride. Please consider joining the Discord, ! Discord. Kitsy Fluffs, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Welcome Rick L or Rick E. Very Best Plot, Yellow Boy Me, Slayer Dylan, and Peachy Mean. I think that's everything. Oh, KK, you also gifted 3 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you very much. Welcome MGS2 Master 2, Chuck Who, Secret Life of Weeb. And Emmy, don't think I didn't notice how everyone wants to watch ReZero Saturdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, right after my stream starts, taking away my viewership. How dare you? Well, guess what? I have something to say to that. It doesn't matter anymore because I'm partner. Numbers don't matter. Good job. I don't give a shit. There you go. Yet I was convinced, without good reason, that Melty couldn't be an imposter.
Rem always doubted her.
What? Really? Was she really that shady?
No, but Rem is suspicious of every woman that grows close to Subaru.
Hey, it's my wife!
Please don't smile while saying that. You're scaring me.
Of course, if their feelings are sincere for you, Rem would not get in the way. However, Rem will never allow others to manipulate you to their own will or to commit evil.
Oh, okay. Jeez, Rem. I guess that's reassuring.
Only one person is allowed to manipulate you, and it is Rem.
What? Sumi Masari? Excuse me?
Good to know.
Wait, so it's okay for me to be manipulated as long as Rem's doing it? No, wait! Mealy's the only one for me! What am I thinking?
Only one person.
I thought we were going to the church first and then the tavern, right?
Oh, right. We're supposed to head to the church first.
Objective, head to the church first. I have no business in this back alley. At least not until Saturday. Let's head to the church. Doggo!
Moderation is the key to everything. Earning too much has its own problems. That's why moderation's important. Moderation, you hear? It's the key to everything.
Sakura was pulling the strings. Still, I never thought that Solemn could actually be Wolf. It's hard for me to accept that the guy who helped a lost girl find her parents could be so evil, but that seems to be the case. Bladed.
Either way, I need more information.
This story is completely separate from the anime in terms of Season 1 plot. It does take place about halfway into Season 1, so it helps if you've seen the first, 10, 12 episodes. Yeah. So, as long as you've seen enough of the anime to know who these characters are, that's all you need to know. The plot is completely unrelated to the anime. There's no connection.
Subaru?
Of course. We're heading to the church, Rem.
Oh, it is not a harem anime. It is not a harem anime. Try Hellscape anime. This is... Imagine the world of Konosuba with the dramatic impact of Gantz. I'm trying to think of a better example.
Okay, I'm counting on you, Felt.
Yep, you can leave it to me.
Alright, we're about to get Tiga's attention. Any questions?
So I need to sneak into the church and say you're waiting for him at the tavern?
Let me put it this way, Bladed. One of the brief scenes in Season 2 involves the main character getting shredded alive as he screams in agony for 35 seconds straight by a group of unicorn rabbits. And it only ends because we visually see a rabbit lean in to bite his face off.
That's right. Tell him that his bestie is waiting at the tavern. Try not to alarm him, though.
Also, slight spoilers. When we left off of this game last time, it was right after Subaru died because he was forcibly ingested, he was force-fed writhing wasps until he literally... It wasn't ingesting the wasps that killed him. It wasn't the wasp stingers or venom that killed him. It was being force-fed so many wasps that his stomach split open, and he died from, organ explosion.
Also, we don't want anybody catching us making contact with Tiga. Especially Sakura. She can't catch us red-handed.
The game literally played the sound of his body popping.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that why you're helping us out?
Of course. I'll do whatever I can to support you.
This is why Subaru, whenever you mention Subaru having a Funko Pop, he screams.
So, once you make it inside the church, I'll head to the tavern and wait for Tiga's arrival.
I figured most of it out. But this Sakura lady is their boss, right?
Yeah. I can't go into detail, but that sounds about right.
But this Tiga dude is on our side, right?
We don't know. Not yet.
Huh? What did you say?
I said, we don't know if Tiga is an ally or not. That's why I want to talk to him face to face in order to find out.
Hold on. You don't even know if that foppish guy is our friend or not? Isn't this a bit too dangerous?
That's exactly it, Felt. It's not too late. You can still back out if you don't want in.
And if I did, what would you do then?
Rem and I will try to make contact with Tiga.
That is right. I will do my best for you, Subaru.
Ha! Give me a break. There's no way you guys can pull this off on your own. Also, it seems very likely that this Tiga dude is a friend. Otherwise, why would you want to talk to him?
That's right. I think there's a good chance that he'll agree to help us.
If you talk to him, do you think a lot of things will clear up?
Yeah. I feel like we'll start to see things better that way, including their situation.
So what's your plan? How are you gonna back me up while I sneak into the church?
The real question is how to draw Sakura's attention.
Not just this Sakura lady. We can't get caught by the guards patrolling the church grounds either.
Yeah, that's true. If we get caught by one of the guards, they'll report to Sakura anyway.
If the Smirk Boy is in fact on our side, that means from Sakura's point of view, they are enemies. We can't let the guards or Sakura find out for the sake of this Tiga guy too.
You're right. Both Tiga and Melty seem like they're reluctantly serving Sakura due to something else. If Sakura finds out that Tiga talked with us, they both could be in deep trouble. Even their lives could be at risk.
Their lives are in danger.
If it comes to it, yeah, maybe.
In fact, Sakura has killed me before. And Tiga. And even Melty were killed at any moment.
Subaru?
Oh, sorry. Just recalled a bad memory. But I'm fine now. Sorry to make you worry.
Subaru.
Anyway, getting back on track. It looks like we need to be very careful about making contact with Tiga.
Yeah, I know. Which is why you're gonna need to draw their attention.
A way to get both Sakura and the guards' attention.
Subaru, what should Rem do? There must be something Rem can do to help.
Hey! Lil Nico Tiffy, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs! Welcome, Basilisk RO2, Bladed, Ishmael, The Weeb Trash 27, and Water Drop 13. Very happy to have you as part of the Lion Pride. Please consider joining the Discord, !Discord, to get the link.
Yeah, you're right. There is something you can do, Rem.
Why don't you go and distract that Sakura lady for us? Just say whatever, doesn't matter what. You'll help out a ton if you keep her attention.
Understood. Rem will distract Miss Sakura so that Miss Felt can sneak in unseen.
Oh my god, it's Friday! I can get pizza! Hell yeah! If I leave myself enough time.
Okay, let's use a signal. When I signal, you go talk to Sakura and distract her. We're counting on you, Rem.
Yes.
As long as Rem can distract her, I think we can get past Sakura.
That leaves us to deal with the guards.
There are a few tried and true methods for this type of situation, but what should we do? Will I actually get to oh no! Oh!
Gotta think about this.
Oh! Why can't I write idiot? Come on. There we go. But Battling Branches, I highly recommend you watch the dub. I'm a little biased, but I'm very, very proud of the work I did as Subaru. It's my first lead role in an anime ever. It actually was my first lead role in an anime since my career started.
I guess the best way would be to make some noise to draw their attention, right?
We're less likely to get caught if they're distracted by some noise.
The guards will likely go check out where it is coming from. That way, we can buy ourselves some time.
I think you're right about that. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book, but it has its uses.
I guess that's why it's in the book in the first place. Anyway, I'll go see if I can make some noise and get their attention.
Counting on you, but be careful out there. So besides that Sakura lady, I bet the guards securing the church are strong too. They're expert security guards. It won't be easy fooling them.
Every single one of them is named Paul Blart.
That's really convincing coming from you, Felt.
Well, I have a history with guards.
Babbling, I swear to God, I know it seems biased, but this isn't a case of us telling you to watch the dub because it's an English performance. It's one of the best dubs of, like, the last decade. I'm not saying that because I'm the lead character. I'm saying that's what the internet as a whole has said. They have said that the dub of ReZero is one of the highest quality dubs of the last decade.
So let me ask you something. Should we watch them for a bit?
Watch them?
Yeah, like observe their movements for a while. It wouldn't be too late to sneak in after that, right?
Yeah, you're right. We should learn more about the guards patrolling the church grounds. How did it go? Did you notice anything while observing the guards?
Sure did. I think I've memorized their patrols for the most part. But something seems off. I can't put my finger on it, though.
Right. They're no ordinary guards, are they? At first glance, they seem like typical guards. But after a while of observing them, there's something definitely strange about them.
Then tell me what's strange about them, please.
Besides, what kind of church needs this much security? It would make sense if the church was part of a larger patrol route. But clearly these guys are a dedicated unit for this church.
There's a royal selection candidate inside. It's not unusual to see dedicated security around someone like that. In fact, there's security all over at my place, even though Reinhardt is around.
I guess you're right. But still, they seem strange, right?
Stop saying strange.
Yeah, I think so too. They don't look like guards sent from the castle. Instead, they all look like members of the church.
Felt is right. Even I can tell the guards look awfully devoted to Sakura. Their sworn loyalty is to Sakura, not the country's leader. That's obvious. Which means... I think... I might actually get to drink a Red Bull tonight. I'm so excited. Question to you guys. Since I have to pick up my pizza by about 10 o'clock, if we manage to hit... I'm gonna check something real quick. Little Caesars, Little Caesars. Start online order. Pick up. Lomita Boulevard. Oh, they're open till 11. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're fine. Even if we went for 4 hours, I'd have plenty of time. Alright, latest I can pick up is 10:30, so we'll set it for Friday, 10:30 p.m. Alright, so during the next vote, I will make sure to place that order in. So, stream will definitely be done by around 10:15, 10:30.
It may be the effect of Sakura's unique power.
What's this unique power all about? Tell me everything you know.
Of course. It's just a theory, but she must have the power to control bugs.
Yeah! What's up, Subaru?
Bugs?
How did I end up in Lagunica? I must have taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
That's right. Rem, do you remember when a bug snuck into Mealy's hood and exposed her identity?
Subaru. Rem has no such memory.
Oh, that's right.
It happened during my initial cycle. The Rem of this cycle couldn't have known about it. But right now, I can say this with conviction. Sakura was behind the bug sneaking into Amelia's hood, which exposed her true identity. She has the ability to control Big Chungus to do her will. And perhaps, among the bugs, there are some that latch onto humans, which allows her to control them too. Or maybe she simply terrorized them into submission. Sakura is clearly the type that would use fear to make others follow orders.
Anyway, Sakura can control bugs.
Yeah, time to die, Subaru!
I don't know if the guards are being controlled by her unique ability, or if they're forced into obedience through intimidation. But those guys are completely under Sakura's thumb. Being caught by them is the same as being caught by Sakura
herself. That's the plot!
herself.
If we want to free everyone from the control of Sakura's bugs, we have to beat her at basketball! That's the plot of Space Jam 2! Oh my god, they've been telling us the whole time! There's no need to see the movie! Felt is Lola Bunny!
So we can't let the guards catch us either.
You're totally right. So you better
That
tread
explains why
carefully
she's
when
so
you're out
flat-chested in the
there.
sequel
If a guard
now.
catches you, it's game over.
Right. I'll be careful not to be spotted.
Okay, that's enough talking for now. I'm ready when you are.
If you're good to go, then I have nothing else to say.
Oh god, is this gonna be a mission where I can't talk to any of the guards or be seen?
Well then,
Right. Let the infiltration
Oh
mission
no!
begin. Felt, Rem, stick to the plan.
Oh god. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Da-da, 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 doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. If you understood what that music was from, you're my friend. What? What are these differences? Make noise, proceed with great caution. That's a little bit hypocritical. Why do I feel like the closest gate is the wrong one? No, wait. That's right, that's right, that's right. I want the gods. No. No!
All clear.
Nothing to report.
We're completely exposed to the gods. Let's get out of here. Oh, that was a waste of a turn. Are you kidding me? Are you for real right now? I'm gonna waste my entire turn running back to Rem. This is bullshit.
Subaru, you should go in from the door to the right and support Miss Felt.
I wasted 3
Guys,
turns!
The door on the right.
I'm counting on you, Subaru.
I wasted 3 turns! I thought I could rattle the gate and create noise! Oh, we have failed. This has failed. We failed. We've already failed. It's over.
Damn, it's locked.
Calm down. One of the guards should have the key. If you distract them for a bit, I can snatch it from them while they're not looking.
What am I supposed to do? Do not tell me to go to the left gate.
If we can distract...
I think it's pointless to use this on a door. Shake! Rattle the fucking gate!
Hey there! Security!
What's wrong? Did you see something?
That's right. I saw a suspicious shadow.
A shadow?
Yoink!
Yeah, there was a suspicious dark shadow that was trying to sneak into the church.
It's Satan! Satan's trying to destroy God! Don't you care?
No, that can't be. I haven't seen such a shadow.
Listen, God, atheists are tricky. They have all sorts of tricks that they obtain when they defy the word of Jesus that help them to sow the seeds of doubt in his word. You wouldn't know. You've never been an atheist.
I see. Was that just my imagination then? I apologize. I must be tired and seeing things.
Well, that happens. If you're tired, you should go home early and rest.
You're right. I'll do just that.
Hey, use this.
We're gonna have no time to do this.
Use the key here.
I'm gonna get spotted instantly.
Nothing over here.
What do I do?
Hey, can you do something about those guards?
Okay then, I'll see what I can do. Give me a second.
Sorry, counting on you.
Oh, there's no way. We wasted 4 whole turns just
Nothing
getting
to report.
inside. I'm gonna get spotted. I'm gonna get spotted. I'm gonna get spotted. There's a stack of condiments and cooking oil. If I knock this over, I may be able to distract them.
Okay, let's try this. Here we go!
You are literally right in between two gods! How did that
What's
dude—
going on here?
What was that noise?
Oh, some things were knocked over. Damn, this is a big mess.
What was that? Look at this mess. I can't leave it like this. Nothing over here.
Oh.
What am I gonna do?
Hey, that girl's in the way.
Right, but Rem should be on her way to draw our attention. Let's get through.
Rem hasn't moved! Please don't tell me I had to open the gate for Rem.
Sorry, Rem, but it looks like Felt can't make a move because Sakura is standing right in front of the door. Can you go talk to Sakura and distract her for a bit?
Why didn't you do that by yourself?
Understood. Rem will go talk to Miss Sakura.
Good. I'm counting on you, Rem.
You just watched for 5 whole turns!
Nothing over here.
Oh my god.
Miss Sakura, may I have a word with you?
There's no way.
My bad.
Oh, we lost. There's no way. She's gonna tell me to get rid of that other god.
We're almost there.
Fuck!
Yeah. Let's get this over with, but let's not be too hasty, right?
Of course. This is the tricky part. Let's be
We
careful.
already lost!
Nothing to report.
Oh, aren't you Rem? The one that's always with Subaru? What made you come here all by yourself?
Rem actually wanted to talk to you about something, Miss Sakura.
Talk to me? What did you want to talk about?
Well, nothing in particular. Rem thought maybe we could have a nice chat. Rem would like to become closer with you, Miss Sakura.
Oh, how flattering. I'd like to become closer with you too, Rem.
That's it. We're done.
Intruder! What are you doing here?
No, I'm no intruder. In fact, I'm friends with the people of this church.
Friends, huh? Then why are you sneaking around? Just come with me. All we need to do is ask Miss Sakura.
I'd prefer not to see Miss Sakura right now. Will you please let me go? Just this once?
No can do. I'm supposed to report any suspicious activity
Knock
to
him out.
Miss Sakura.
Knock him out!
So you're coming with me.
Knock him out!
Subaru is okay. He and I ask that you both leave for today.
Understood. If that is what Subaru requests, then Rem will go home.
Rem! I just finished telling you it is super dangerous if I get stuck with Sakura. Why are you going home without me?
Yeah, I guess there's no point in sticking around here if that's what he said.
Subaru is no longer the dumbest person in this game.
Why did you try to sneak into the church, Subaru?
I wasn't trying to sneak in. I just came to play.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, of course, Sakura.
Well, unfortunately, I don't believe you. What are you hiding? You know, it'll be best if you just tell me everything.
Will it? You're gonna kill me anyway, aren't you?
You're right. It looks like you know a little too much, Subaru. So I need you to die.
Looks like my grade on this mission is a B.
However, you can still decide if you die painlessly or not. If you tell me the truth, I'll give you a painless death.
Wait, what?
However, You can still decide if you die painlessly or not. It looks like you know a little too much, Subaru. So I need you to die.
Oh. Oh, shit. Bugs, bugs, bugs. I'm completely surrounded by grotesque critters. My gag reflex kicks in. My stomach. Would you like chicken or bees? Bees? He has selected the bees! Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! My stomach becoming so stuffed with bugs that I explode. I remember that moment all too well.
Oh, you have quite the imagination, Subaru. You shall die exactly how you're imagining it. Aw, the little monowasps can't wait to fill your belly, Subaru.
You're insane.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, what will it be? Will you tell me everything?
Are you kidding me? I'll never tell you. I'm going to die anyway. With or without suffering doesn't make much of a difference to me. More importantly, though, are you gonna be okay failing to get answers out of me? Your scary mother is gonna punish you for this, right? Sucks to be you.
Enough. Watch your tongue. Well, it's all too late now. Goodbye, Subaru.
She did the Switch noise! She was like, I'm going to destroy you. Nintendo Switch. And with that, one character was removed from the Smash Brothers roster.
At the snap of Sakura's fingers, the wriggling creatures make their way into my mouth.
You want to throw up, do you? Too bad. Come on, eat up.
Over and over, the so-called monowasps slide into my mouth. It's just like that other time. My desperate protests fail as the bugs make their way down my esophagus and into my stomach. Damn it. This isn't how things were supposed to go. Where did I go wrong? Couldn't I have done this better? Silver lining is that I didn't get Tiga and Melty involved this time. But that's just useless consolation if I'm unable to do something about Sakura.
Well, had your fun yet? Because your insides are about to burst. You're gonna die, Subaru.
In Sakura's words, my body bursts from the inside. My consciousness completely cuts off at that moment.
Oh, look at all this gusher juice. I had way too many gushers. This is what happens, kids. Don't overload on gushers. It's very unhealthy for you.
Okay, I think that's enough talking for now. I'm ready to go anytime. Come on now.
I feel nauseated. That sickening sensation still lingers in my mouth, down my throat, all the way to my stomach.
Subaru, what's the matter?
You alright, man? You look really pale.
Subaru!
My vision blurs, and I can barely stand. Before I know it, I'm on my knees.
Subaru, here's some water.
Thanks, Rem. You helped me earlier, too.
Yes, I did hand you some water earlier. So, are you not feeling well after all? If you cannot drink right now, Rem will do her best caring for you.
Oh, that's good. Fun fact, I actually drank water during that line. I am a big method actor. So, like, when Subaru, in the anime, when Subaru ends up caught up in the water tornado that Puck summons, I actually drank some water, and I gurgled it, which is extremely dangerous. You shouldn't actually do that. But, similar to this one, I was taken from this, and I drank from it, and went... which sounds like...
Oh, that's good.
You can hear the little... Listen to the very beginning.
Oh, that's good. See? I can drink. Maybe you can take care of me some other time.
There's no need to hold back. Please allow me to.
What the heck am I being forced to watch here? If you don't need me to sneak into the church to meet up with that guy, I'm gonna go. Seems like you're not feeling real well and have bigger things to worry about anyway.
Wait, hold on. I'm fine. Let's get to the plan. How far are we into the conversation again?
Huh? What are you talking about? We just need to put it into action now. We're done talking. At the very least, I'm not interested in any more chit-chat. So if you don't mind, we should get a move on.
Yeah, that's fine. I have nothing to add either. If you're ready, so am I.
I am ready as well. If Subaru is feeling fine, I believe we should take action.
Thanks for caring, Rem. I'm totally fine now. So, let's start our infiltration mission. Felt, Rem, let's proceed as planned.
Alright, so obviously we're gonna have some extra turns this time, but I also saw that it looks like there's... I need to back up Felt, but if I get caught doing so, it'll be pointless.
Think about this.
I have to be careful not to get spotted by Sakura and her guards. So there's like X number of turns that the guards will spend dealing with the mess before they go back to their post. So I need to time the mess so it overlaps with Sakura talking to Rem.
Damn, it's locked.
Calm down. If you just...
All clear.
Nothing to report.
So we start turn 2. We talk.
Hey there!
What's wrong?
That's right.
A shadow.
Yoink. Do that part.
Well,
Did all that. Cool.
Hey, use this.
Then we head in.
Use the key.
Nothing over here.
I'll be standing by right here.
Okay. If something goes wrong, it'll be me counting on you.
Yes. Please call for Rem at any time if you are in danger.
I'm sad that uses up a turn, but whatever.
Nothing to report.
Alright, so if we talk to her, she's gonna say we need to distract the guards, so we distract the guards.
Okay.
They go and check that.
what's going on? Oh, something.
Whoa! Look at this. Nothing over.
Oh.
Nothing to report, Professor. Okay, talk to her. She's gonna say that we need to distract Sakura.
Hey,
Right.
Nothing to report.
Sorry, can you go talk?
Understood.
Good.
Nothing over here.
Miss Sakura, may
my bad. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Alright, so now we've got 3 extra turns. Wait, am I about to get spotted?
Nothing to report.
Okay, so there's stuff behind there.
Oh, aren't you?
Rem actually...
Talk to me.
Well, nothing in particular. Rem thought maybe we could have a nice chat. Rem would like...
Oh,
Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, so we need to figure out how to distract Am I gonna hop over the gate? There's no way.
That was a close call.
I know what I have to do. I think I have to make noise on the other side of the gate.
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here?
I got lost, that's what. Oh, but I remember now. I'm all set.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, see you.
Can't let a suspicious guy
Oh,
like you
god
walk
damn
around
it, we
without some
failed
bed.
again.
So you're coming with me. I must report you to Miss Sakura.
Oh, shit.
Subaru is okay.
Oh, we're
Understood.
we're
If
skipping
that's what-
all this.
Subaru requests, then Rem will go home.
We're skipping all this.
What?
Jesus. Faster, 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 faster. Please. Please. All right. All of that's been heard before. Third time's a charm. Got it. Got it.
I failed. Gotta think about this.
No, we don't have to
All
think about
clear.
it. They start. I distract the guards. Dude, he's died from bugs 3 times so far. That's terrible. I feel so bad for him. Use the key. I feel like this is one of those missions where we need every single turn. Make noise.
Oh.
All right, so my understanding is,
Nothing over here.
if I rattle the gate on the inside, the guard's gonna be like, well, what the hell are you doing in here? You shouldn't be in the church grounds. So I believe,
Sorry, Rem.
Understood.
Good.
I need to
Nothing to
go
report.
around the outside
Miss Sak-
and talk through the gate to the other guard.
My bad.
I apparently can't do that.
Nothing over here.
Oh, aren't you? Talk to me.
Well, Rem-
Okay. Well, there's really only one other spot to check. So I guess we just have to go there? Felt, you should be able to keep going if we distract the guards with this. Oh, there we go.
Anything more? I do believe we've grown much closer.
What do we do now? Oh, I should keep the guard from going back. I can't do that.
Did the door open on its own? Weird.
Rem, Felt made it inside. Let's leave everything to her. We should get out of here.
Understood. We shall.
Oh, I was
come to
hoping
Miss
if I talked to Sakura before she left that I get extra dialogue.
Belt. So, are you heading to the tavern?
Yeah, I'll head to the tavern like we planned. But you shouldn't come with me, Rem.
Subaru?
I know you're worried, but this time I think I should go alone. It'll be easier to keep his guard down if you aren't there, Rem. I hope you understand.
But if something were to happen to you,
Well, apparently, if something were to happen to me, it wouldn't matter as long as some complete random stranger told you that I said you could go home. Jerk.
There's no need to worry. At least, I think it'll play out that way. Besides, we got Felt to help us too. We can't afford to come home empty-handed. I'm sure he'll talk to us. Besides, he's not the type to hurt a weak person like me.
very well, Subaru. If you insist, Rem will not accompany you.
Thanks, Rem.
I'm counting on you, Felt. I'll be waiting at the tavern. Oh. You guys. Little Caesars is offering pretzel crust. They are. Oh. Oh. You guys need to see this. Holy shit. I was just gonna get a deep dish. I straight was be like, you know what? I don't need a full amount of pizza. I'm gonna just get a deep dish tonight and be done. But this was what was waiting for me on the limited time. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Look at this. What's the difference with pretzel crust and pretzel crust with pizza sauce? What is Oh, it's a difference between if it has creamy cheddar cheese sauce or pizza sauce. Oh, you can get it with cheddar cheese sauce? Oh, no! No, no! Oh, pretzels and cheese. Oh. Oh. Creamy cheddar. I feel like... I don't know. I don't feel like I should get it with creamy cheddar cheese sauce. No, I'm gonna take it with pizza sauce at first. I'll try it with pizza sauce, and if I really like it, and it's still back next time, then I'll try that. God, though. Cheddar cheese sauce is better. All right, please. All right, I'll eat both. All right, keep in mind, this is original pizza sauce. Remember, this is the sauce that is being used to cook the pizza. It is the base that they use. See, that's my thinking, Vimdeklis. There's already cheese on top of it. Listen. Here's the two descriptions. The pretzel crust original is a large buttery flavored soft pretzel crust pizza with creamy cheddar cheese sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni. But the pizza sauce one is with pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni. So it's really, if I'm going mozzarella and cheddar or mozzarella and pizza sauce. No, it's not a dip. It's the sauce that they're putting on the pizza. Oh, thank God. I'll try it next time. I will. Do not fuck with it, please and thank you. Is that it? Are we done?
Nothing to report.
Oh,
Something's going on outside. Do we have an intruder?
Tiga, no!
Hey, man.
Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? Hey, don't worry about the intruder, it's just me.
Felt? What are you doing here?
Don't sweat the details. We don't have much time. I'll just cut to the chase. Your bestie, was it? Anyway, a so-called friend is waiting at the tavern.
My friend? Oh, you mean Subaru. Is Subaru waiting for me at the tavern?
My friend? Do I have friends?
Uh-huh. He says he wants to talk to you one-on-one.
One-on-one?
Yes. So don't tell Sakura about this. Can you sneak out without getting caught?
Sure thing. I'll see what I can do.
We did it! Yay! Woo! Everyone around the tavern is merry, but my mind is full of panic and tension. Did I screw up? Can I say I did my best to support her? If something happens to Felt, nothing I do could ever make amends. It would be irremediable. Is that a... Did I learn a new word today? Irremediable. Impossible to cure or put right. Huh. I learned a new word today. Of course, Felt would claim she chose this on her own and that it's her own responsibility, but...
Please, Felt.
Two new figures appear at the tavern entrance. The Joker and Harley Quinn. And they're exactly who I've been waiting for.
Hey, over here!
Oh,
Looks like he did as he said. Alright, go do whatever it is you need to do.
yes. Miss Felt, thank you very much.
I don't know what'll happen, but live strong, alright? That goes for you too, Subaru.
Headstrong! Headstrong! I'm good to take on Sakura! And I don't wanna die to bugs! Her voice carries over at the noise of the tavern. Her voice carries over the noise of the tavern, and Felt waves her hand at me. Then she turns around and leaves. I nearly give the sight of her heroic back a round of applause. To be honest, I've been contemplating having her present for this too, but...
While she looks cute, she really is a royal selection candidate. I was overwhelmed.
I feel the same way. I was totally overcome.
The kingdom's future looks bright.
I'd be terrified if every one of the candidates was like her, though.
Considering Felt's shamelessness and sticky fingers, it's a scary prediction for the future.
Now then, what did you want to talk about? I doubt this is a simple invitation to dinner, bestie.
Yeah, I'm glad you came. To be honest, I was a little anxious you wouldn't.
Huh. That's not at all like you. We're good friends, aren't we? Hey, Subaru?
For starters, have a seat. Then we'll talk.
Got it. This does seem to be rather important after all.
Tiga sits down next to me, and we casually order something from the menu. When our order arrives, we raise our glasses. With that, I'm ready to talk. I'd thought of what to start with, went over several preambles, but I decide to cut right to the chase instead. That is,
The imposter is Melty, isn't it?
the moment I get to the heart of the matter, the air around Tiga changes. It's quiet and tense, and the air in the tavern seems to turn dry. But most importantly, I hear the faint sound of his sword click against its sheath.
Oh, good. I thought you would cut me down right away.
It's still early enough in our conversation to assume I misheard you. Also, you went out of your way to call for me, and you even waited here all by yourself. I want to take this all in good faith.
Still with a hand on his sword, Tiga closes one eye and shrugs. He could see that I'm alone within the bustle of the tavern. Not even Rem accompanied me.
It took a lot to convince Rem not to come with me.
When I told her I'd meet with Tiga alone, Rem was greatly opposed to the idea. She had assisted me with the plan to call Tiga out here, and I had her help send Felt into the church. But when I said I didn't want her to come to the actual meeting, I expected her to protest. However,
if Rem were here with me, you wouldn't let your guard down this much, would you?
What? Did Miss Anastasia train you in the art of negotiation? You acted similarly with the caravan.
Being an apprentice under the tutelage of the head of the Hoshin Company? Yeah, no thanks. If I said anything more, I'd probably have to pay a licensing fee for using the Hoshin name.
Yes, she would be quite demanding. Still, though, Subaru, was your earlier remark said in earnest? I won't overlook it a second time.
Tiga narrows his eyes and asks me again. He's giving me an unspoken warning as a friend that I can still turn back, but I shake my head.
Unfortunately, I can't back down here. My understanding of the situation is pretty solid now.
So you think Mel is the imposter?
Wait, Rex, you can totally shrug without raising your hands. Just imagine, he puts one hand on his sword and he goes... You can shrug with just your shoulders. You don't have to do this with your hands.
Yeah, and I know about a lot of what you're plotting, and about Solemn too.
Once again, I don't beat around the bush. Tiga goes quiet, and a look of careful consideration shines in his eyes. Despite the silence between us, the atmosphere of the tavern doesn't change. Within the alcohol-scented atmosphere, I only hear Tiga's breathing as he thinks. It feels like if I focus hard enough, I might even be able to feel his heartbeat. After a long, long while, the silence breaks.
It would seem asking you how you learned of all this is pointless. Especially if you know about Solemn. I have nothing else to hide.
I see. Tiga's remark pretty much confirms he's involved in backing the fake candidate. I knew as much, but actually hearing him say it weighs heavier on my mind than I imagined. The reality that Tiga, Solemn, Puka, and Melty are enemies wounds my heart more than I thought it would. He probably didn't expect me to have this reaction, but...
However, let me say just one thing. This isn't something Mel is doing because she wants to.
My bitterness must have shown quite clearly on my face, because Tiga speaks as though to console me. His claim isn't to defend himself or his action. He desires to keep Melty's thoughts or position from being misjudged.
Mel would never harm a fly, much less kill someone. I assure you that most of what she said is the truth. Her relation with you and Miss Amelia is genuine. Of course, I doubt you would believe such convenient stories at this point.
No, I believe you.
Huh?
I said I believe you. Every word of it.
I answered Tiga's desperate appeal without hesitation. It didn't sound like he was just trying to justify things, nor did I get any inclination that he's just making excuses. That's why I want to believe that Melty is exactly the girl she makes herself out to be. That Tiga cares for her from the bottom of his heart.
I know Melty is capable of hurting anyone. That goes for you too, right?
I wouldn't say that. I'd do anything for Mel's sake. I always have.
Come on, just go with the flow here. Jeez, don't be so uptight all the time.
Sorry. It's a bad habit of mine, but...
Yeah?
Thank you.
Sure.
After our first round of refreshments, non-alcoholic of course, we finally dive into the main subject. That is so surreal to me. It's always weird that, Japanese localizations or Japanese writers always feel compelled to emphasize the fact that underage characters are drinking non-alcoholic drinks. I don't know, it's just weird to me. It's just weird that they have to be we order drinks of the non-alcoholic variety. It's pointless doubting Tiga's true intentions now. All we can do is speak openly, drop all pretenses, and just believe each other.
Anyway, let me start over. Why are you doing something like this? Did Sakura put you up to it?
I don't go to a tavern to get drunk. I go to a tavern to get beer-battered fish and chips. And messy nacho chili cheese fries. And calamari rings. Forget drinks, I want grub.
So you even know that much. This may be weird coming from me, but it should have been impossible to see through her.
Oh, she definitely had me for a while there. I only noticed when, well, it was just chance.
That's quite some luck.
Whose orders does Sakura follow? Is the whole Transcendent Dragon Church guilty?
Hang on, slow down. I know you have a lot you want to ask me, but I don't have time to answer it all.
Don't have time?
Slipping out like this was already tough enough. No one suspected anything since Miss Felt asked me to do this, but the atmosphere at the church has... Simply put, Sakura has been quite on edge recently.
You know, the worst part about moving to the West Coast, KK, something that a lot of people in the Midwest did was that they handmade, or they used homemade chili sauce. On the West Coast, they all use Hormel chili sauce and sometimes nacho cheese sauce. Not homemade chili sauce, not officially melted cheese. It's amusement park chili cheese sauce. But if I recall correctly, Steak and Shake always did legit chili sauce, legit cheese sauce, and it was so good. I would finish my chili cheese fries, start eating my burger, and then swipe it. I would smear it in the leftover chili cheese sauce to eat the rest of it.
I just hope nothing is happening now.
Don't tell me you were tailed.
No, I don't think so. Her trust hasn't completely waned after all.
What do you mean? In you and Melty?
No, not quite. She only trusts that Mel and I are too bound by fear.
True fact, by the way, Mikey.
Her.
Steak and Shake had a table at our... someone help me. What's the term for... it's like a spirit week. It usually happens before the college semester officially begins. And it's like all these local businesses and job opportunities that take place on campus. There's a term for it, and I can't remember. It's like a potluck of, like, job fair, college fair, yeah, something like that. So Steak and Shake had a table where they had a bunch of their hot peppers. They're like mini jalapenos. And the deal was, if you ate either 2 or 3 of them, you got a coupon for $1 off at Steak and Shake. And so I ate the 3 like nothing. And they said, good job, here you go. And I said, so you've been getting a lot of people here today? And they said, no, not really. It's been pretty dead. And I went, really? So, if I ate another 3, how many could I get another coupon? And they were like, I don't see why not. We're almost done for the day. And they went, okay, is there a limit on this? And they went, let me check. And they talked to their manager and said, they came back and said, no, we're going to just throw out whatever doesn't get eaten today. So, I went, okay, how about every 3 of these I eat, I get a coupon? And they went, sure. And I ate the entire pile. The entire pile. There must have been like 30 or something of these. Literally, I took them in sections of 3, and I went, hump, hump, hump. It was literally at the end of the day. So I'm just hump, hump, hump. By the time I was done with all of the chili peppers that were on the table, the dude straight up said, you know what? That's the most impressive thing I've seen all day. Here you go. And hands me an entire booklet of like 30 of these. Like, it was either 30 or 50 $1 coupons that I took home with me. I did not eat a full price Steak and Shake meal that entire semester. Also, I had painful diarrhea for 5 days. But that was not the funniest part. That was not even the funniest part. The funniest part was that Christmas, my roommate's mother gave me a Christmas gift. What was this Christmas gift, you might ask? It was chili pepper Christmas lights. So he strung them up and plugged them into the wall. And I had a permanent reminder of the greatest Steak and Shake discount I ever acquired. Do I still have them? Oh, they've probably been super lost. Let me look for them. Chili pepper Christmas lights. Please tell me. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Here we go. Were these it? Were these it? Oh, these were the ones! Oh, these were the ones. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna link it in chat. I'm not gonna bring it in. There you go. I have no idea where they are anymore. I think I threw them out at the end of the semester. So, that was my story. Hi, welcome to Chili's. So, and the best part was, Steak and Shake, I don't know if they still have this, because it was years ago. Steak and Shake had this deal, because they're open 24 hours in the Midwest. From 2 to 4 p.m. and 2 to 4 a.m., all of their shakes are half price. All of them. Any shake you order on the menu is half price. So, I would often stay up late to work on a project, get hungry in the middle of the night, go to Steak and Shake at around 3:15 in the morning, get a burger and chili cheese fries, and my shake, my specialty shake, whether it was like chocolate banana, or like birthday cake, or like s'mores, or Rocky Mountain Road, I would get a honkin' big shake about this tall, and it would cost me $1.37 after the coupon. That was the best fucking time.
That's a seriously awful kind of trust.
Thinking back on Sakura's vicious personality, I get where Tiga is coming from. She's the very embodiment of sadism. Sakura is supposedly stewing in her anger at the church right now, all because of me. When she captured me, there were already hints she was suspicious of me. She was trying to prevent me from making moves even then. All because I kept spoiling her plans. Her anger toward me has just been building. Well, KK, imagine there's probably a lot of Steak and Shakes either near busy cities or college towns, which means most of their business is going to happen in the middle of the day, and it's going to be mostly college kids and their families. So the people who come in, you know, late at night, like me, we're not interested in making a lot of noise. We're just hungry and we want a break. So we sit down, we order food, we eat it, and we leave. We're very, very low maintenance. It makes perfect sense to me that things would be more relaxed and, like, chill between midnight and 6 a.m. because the only people that you're serving are just there for food and to leave. They don't want anything else. Even tonight, her attempt to send Solemn to capture me will fail, and her rage will boil over.
That means I won't be able to confront her anymore.
Not that I ever want to see her again. If I did, I'd rather it be in court.
For that reason, I can't arouse any suspicion on us, so I'll be brief with my answers. First, as to who Sakura is given orders from. I've only ever overheard these conversations, but it's someone called Mother.
The other thing, Mikey, is you have to remember, even if a customer has a special food order, like if they want a certain food cooked a certain way, it's harder to do if you have to make extra space for it. But if it's late at night and there's nobody else at the restaurant, they have all that space on the grill for any special food prep orders, and they have less orders to be mindful of at the same time. So you're relaxed, they're relaxed, they're more likely to be okay with dealing with special food orders. Like, that's always been my my personal belief, if you are going to ask the chefs to do something special with your order, please come in and order at a time when there isn't a bunch of other people. If you make it easier for the chef to accommodate your request, they'll be thankful and they'll be more likely to honor that request.
Mother, huh? I make a disgusted face and mutter. It's painful to even think about, but I recall that just before one of the most awful deaths I've ever suffered, Sakura said the same thing. Mother, that's the enemy mastermind. But from the sound of it, I highly doubt that person is Pedalcuse.
Just to be sure, do you think Sakura has relations with the witch cult?
The witch cult? That sounds pretty out there. As far as I know, I at least have never suspected Sakura of being a witch cultist. Though, I do understand your concern, given how awful her personality is.
I see. That's fine. Let's put that on hold for now then. Is there anything else you can tell me?
I don't know anything about this mother person. However, I know she isn't affiliated with the Transcendent Dragon Church.
What makes you so sure?
I once snuck into the Council's headquarters. I did a little digging of my own, so that's why I think that.
Do you mean the Council of the Church? You did that alone?
Unfortunately, there was nobody else I could trust. While I know this sounds bad, Mel is no exception.
You don't trust Melty? How can that...
That's just how it has to be. This matter runs deeper than it seems on the surface. I did everything I could to try to escape their hands. Infiltrating the Council was part of that. Without knowing who our enemies are, I'd have no idea who or what to fight against. That's why
You've been fighting alone this whole time.
After I finish his sentence, Tiga gives a deep, silent nod of acknowledgement. There's a weight to it that shows just how much he's endured. More than words can express. So much time fighting alone, all to save Melty, the one he loves.
It must have been tough.
Tiga's eyes widen at my words of encouragement. It may be presumptuous, maybe even condescending or hurtful, but I was saved by similar words. After working desperately, my heart about to crumble under hopeless distress.
It must have been tough.
Oh fuck, I wasn't expecting Feels. Hello, Feels. How are you tonight? Such a brief remark, but it saved me. I know firsthand.
it's too early to speak in past tense. None of this is over yet.
You're so gruff. You can always borrow my lap and cry your heart out if you need to.
I like the callback.
As if anyone would do something so embarrassing.
Actually, there was. Someone did exactly that at one point.
Well, there's no need for me to go into detail about it. By the way, the scene that's referencing, where Subaru breaks down and cries in Amelia's lap, that is one of my proudest scene performances, because I have told people one of the few things that I think is harder than realistically, authentically screaming is authentically crying. When you cry as an actor, it either sounds real or it sounds really fake. And I had to push myself into the worst of moods for that scene. Because the other thing you have to realize is, you record the line, and then you just stand there for like a minute and a half while they slot the line in, and meanwhile, your brain is like, I don't want to cry anymore. So I had to constantly give myself reasons to cry, or to like sound upset. So I was thinking about like my wife dying, me getting Lou Gehrig's disease, like eviscerated puppies. I had to think of things that made me tear up over and over and over and over again in order to keep myself upset. It was mostly the wife and me having to leave her and having to like tell her that I was going to die and there was nothing we could do to stop it. I was so emotionally drained by the end of that session. I came home because the session was from like 12 to 2. I got home at 2:30 and I passed out for the rest of the day
because I was so emotionally drained. If you've ever had that feeling of tiredness where you close your eyes and there's like a weight on your eyelids to open them back up, you know what I'm talking about, the heavy blink where you're like that was me. So I just went home and passed out. I slept the rest of the day. So when you guys are watching ReZero with Emmy, because I know that the vote is in the favor of ReZero, when you guys are watching ReZero with Emmy tomorrow, if you're not watching Cold Steel, keep an eye out for the scene where Amelia puts Subaru's head on her lap, because I put myself through a lot for that to sound authentic. And I hope knowing this will give you a little bit more appreciation.
Anyway, I got it. From your point of view, the church probably isn't the enemy. It's just being used by Sakura. Rather, to be more precise, it's that mother person pulling all the strings. They're our real enemies.
And Wolf. Wolf is our enemy. This fact can't be changed.
Wait, Tiga, but Wolf's true identity is...
Right. They're exactly who you're thinking of. Solemn is Wolf, and he's borrowing Puka's power.
And he's Melty's older brother.
Hang on, you even know that? Seriously, how did you uncover all this? Are you going to say you know my mother's name too?
Don't tease me like that. It's painful to hear. I want you to talk about this seriously.
As you said, Mel and Solemn are siblings. They've always gotten along well, ever since they were kids.
Well, Mikey, you know, not everyone method acts like I do. Like, you think of actors like Jared Leto who prefer to do method acting, where they'll send like dead rats to their colleagues, but, you know, method acting can be excessive at times. I am just someone who physicalizes a lot. I do a lot better if I can put myself in that state of what would make me feel this way. So, you know, one of the lines that Subaru says is, I didn't want to see those eyes again. I didn't want to, and I think he's referencing like the anger in Rem's eyes when she's about to kill him. So I was like, you know, what is an experience that I could either relive that I would feel the same way, or an experience I could conceptualize that would make me feel that way? And I said, okay, well, what if I had to tell my wife that I got Lou Gehrig's disease and I was going to die in a year? Imagine what her eyes would look like if she was looking at me after I said that. How would that make me feel? Those eyes of like disbelief and sadness and terror. And I took that and I said, I'm going to take how I feel like that, and as Subaru says, I didn't want to see those eyes again. I'm going to take what I'm feeling right now and apply it to that line. So that's how I method act, is I put myself in that situation and ask myself, how would I react? And then do it with that character voice.
Mel relies on Solemn for so much. I felt a sense of opposition toward him, childish as I was.
One of the ones you guys are probably aware of, a lot of you are aware of in Trails of Cold Steel 2, when Reen gets really pissed off at Osborn after he finds out that Osborn is his father. I've made no secret of the fact that I was really, really upset with my father at that time during recording. So what did I do? I took my anger towards my dad, and I used it to get a paycheck. Method acting!
So you've known her since then too. You really are childhood friends.
You're right about that. Childhood friends. The day I wandered into that village, into Faradar, we've been together ever since.
Tiga has a longing look in his eyes. Faradar. That's where Melty said she's from. So Melty, Tiga, and Solemn left their homeland and are now participating in the royal selection. All by falsely claiming Melty's right to the throne. A right she doesn't even want. Why?
Why was Melty made to do this? Why her of all people? I mean, she's not very good at deceiving people, so I imagine she'd blow the lid on everything pretty quickly.
Mel is awful at telling lies, after all.
Tiga smiles faintly as if in agreement. Completely unrelated, but I just remembered that Legend of Mana comes out in 3 months. Fuck yeah! Then, after suddenly turning serious,
Mel and Solemn are from a tribe that has possessed a special power for generations.
A special power? Is that related to what Solemn hides under the bandages on his hands?
You guys. I'm so excited to play Legend of Mana Remastered because of the music. We have a friend! Oh, I spooked him. Panda, come here. Hey, you. You don't get fed until you say... He's playing with the bag. Hold on. He popped in right over there. He came around the side of the couch and looked at me and went... Is lad. Hello, buddy. What's up? How you doing? Oh. Your ears are always so warm. I love them. Fun fact, when I went to bed last night, I passed out on the couch. And, Panda hadn't come into the apartment yet. But about an hour after I fell asleep, I was woken up because he came back into the apartment on his own, jumped up onto the couch, onto my lap, and started kneading the blanket to lay down. I didn't move. I just said, hey, how you doing? And he made himself a little bed along my legs, and then he went to sleep. Because when we thought he was a stray Rex, we called him our little trash panda, like a raccoon. So that's why he's named Panda. Say hi. That's fine. Let me feed him real quick. Thank you guys for your patience. Greatly appreciated. No interviews, please. We figured out, Madeline, we figured out who the family was, and for about a year or two, no, for about a year after we knew who the family was, we didn't do anything. They said it was cool if he visited us, but we didn't do anything because we knew he was microchipped and already owned. But after an emergency vet meeting, because of an injury in his eye that went unchecked by his family for 4 days, that's how I learned that the family had actually registered him as lost or abandoned after several months. And when I told them that I found their cat, they were not interested in covering the vet bill. So I said, here's how this is gonna go. Either you pay for it, or I own your cat. Basically what I told the vet is, they either pay for it, they come here to pick up the cat and talk to me, or I get the cat. And about an hour and a half later, after signing paperwork, I now own the cat.
You've seen his bare hands. Well, no point in asking about that now. Yeah, it's his hands that matter more. Under his bandages, he hides the power of the evil eyes.
Evil eyes. I voiced the words aloud. Then I suddenly get it. The eyes I saw in Solemn/Wolf's hands. I know evil eyes can absorb mana from an opponent. A power he was born with. A special ability possessed by his tribe.
It's kind of funny, Rex, because I never actually spoke to the family. I told the vet to tell them those were their options. So, either the family didn't care about the cat in the first place, and in that case it's better that I became his owner, or the family was so afraid to deal with talking to me after abandoning their cat that they just decided the safer option was to give up ownership.
Wait, so if both of them come from the same special tribe, does that mean Melty has them too?
No, she has something far more exceptional. The power she was blessed with is monumental. That's what Sakura and her mastermind are after.
That's possible, Archin, and I hope you guys won't think me mean for saying it, but, if you can't afford a vet bill for a pet, you shouldn't be owning a pet. I understand that they can be therapeutic and emotionally healing, but your personal happiness is not worth the suffering of an animal you are in charge of caring for. It's not. I am fully aware that because Panda is an outdoor cat, he could end up getting into a horrible accident that would cost 4 digits of a vet bill to take care of. I certainly hope it never happens, but I'm prepared to do it.
Melty has the evil eye of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Wait, what? You mean...
It's as you'd imagine, Subaru. It's a power that makes people more susceptible to her. That's her evil eye of indoctrination.
I mean, that's the same responsibility I took when I married AJ. If there comes a point when I'm no longer financially able to care for AJ, I'm gonna have to put her down. It sucks, but that's the reality.
Kind of a funny thing, huh? But it's nothing to laugh at. Submitting people to favor you is a force to reckon with.
That's right.
All I can do is nod along to Tiga's point. Indoctrination. What an intense power to make someone like you unconditionally like that. People already have a hard time hurting those they like. Forcing them to be kind and accommodating regardless of the situation is truly frightening.
The evil eye of indoctrination activates when Mel touches someone. So as soon as someone takes her hand in theirs, for example, they're already under her spell.
So that's why... Memories resurface in the back of my mind. After Melty had taken my hand and smiled at me, there was an unnatural change and inability to suspect her. Right as I started my search for the fake, I removed her from my suspect list without question. This was why. And seeing how it even happened to me.
How many people? Even the ones who inspected her dragon insignia to see if it was real.
They could have already been afflicted if they came in contact with her beforehand.
My mouth hangs open at the thought of such power. Indoctrination is more menacing than the name suggests. It's similar to brainwashing, manipulating one's heart, making others follow you blindly, even having them lie for you.
That explains why they value Mel so much, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a ridiculous power.
I've heard the evil eye of indoctrination is quite a legendary power, even among Mel's tribe. The last time it manifested in someone was hundreds of years ago. In the ancient past, someone had the same evil eye. They ended up doing a lot more harm than good.
That's chilling.
With just a glance, they could take someone's life.
That's really chilling!
I should say it's fortunate that Melty's isn't that extreme, but it's still a serious threat.
That's why Sakura won't let go of Melty. Can't you guys do something about Sakura with that power, though? If nobody can resist it.
That'd be hard. Sakura is cautious around Mel, after all. Getting Mel to touch her would be difficult. But even then, it's not like Mel can defy Sakura in the first place.
She can't defy her?
I told you, Mel has the power of the evil eye. But did you notice them at all?
Wouldn't they have something to do with her actual eyes? Wait, Solemn's were on his hands.
I'm not familiar with the concept of evil eyes in the first place. Judging from Tiga's explanation, it seems like they appear somewhere else on the body.
I guess I wouldn't know where hers would be. If she's hiding them under her clothes, then I wouldn't want to check to confirm.
I'd never let you get that frisky with her anyway. But your thought process is correct. They were originally on her hands, just like Solemn's.
But not anymore, right? I've seen her hands up close several times now.
She had also touched me, but I never saw anything suspicious. Her hands were smooth and bare.
It's like they've been erased, or rather, they're hidden somehow. If her evil eyes were visible, everyone would know of the power she holds. That'd just be an inconvenience.
Dude, this game went from, like, psychological horror to, like, Cthulhu cultist horror. This went from, like, 0 to 100 to 250 real fucking quick.
You say they were hidden, but aren't they part of her body? How could they be?
It's apparently Mother's doing. This Mother can use magic to distort one's body. Or, not quite. I don't think that's it. It's something more foreign. Whatever it was, Mother used it to reconstruct Mel's body. As a result, Mel's evil eyes were hidden.
Reconstruct Mel's body? So some otherworldly force broke her body apart and then rebuilt it? Without her dying?
There's more?
Mel isn't able to eat with that body.
Huh?
For the umpteenth time tonight, I gasp in astonishment. This is far beyond anything I ever expected. Her body had been reconstructed to hide her evil eyes. That alone is shocking enough to raise my eyebrows at. And yet,
she was made unable to eat. What exactly does that mean?
Just as it sounds. Mel's throat, the passage for food to pass through, has been blocked.
Passage for food? Do you mean the esophagus?
I'm not great with the structure of the human body, but I studied some anatomy in health class and whatnot. I remember seeing side profiles of the human mouth and throat back in school, part of a mandatory class I had to take.
It's strange. They blocked off her throat, but she can breathe just fine. Sakura's even boasted about the marvel of it all.
I'm telling you, half the chat right now at some point has gone, just tested to make sure they can still swallow. It seems that here, healing magic advanced instead of medicine, so human anatomy isn't common knowledge. The organ that delivers oxygen to the lungs may be connected to the mouth like the esophagus, but its function is completely different. I know explaining all this won't give him any comfort, though. That reminds me, before, when I brought Rem's baked goods to the church as a gift, Melty had an unusual reaction. That's because she can't eat in front of people. She can't show it, so she had no choice but to respond like that.
But if she can't eat, how's she getting by? Don't tell me they turn her back before each meal, then change her when she's done.
Alright, chat. You ready to go to fucking 500%? Because I remember this part.
It's nothing that intense. They have a certain insect that they utilize.
Insect?
They're called mana wasps. But I don't know much about them. I think Mother created them. Those bugs are what Mel feeds on. The bugs use their stingers to directly inject mana stored within their bodies into Mel. It's hell. The same was done to me before, but I couldn't endure it.
Bugs and meals by injection. I'm sure it's something like an intravenous drip, but it's still a terrifying thought. That mass of bugs that killed me in the church, they swarm onto Melty to feed her, poking their stingers all over her body. She goes through that hellish torture every day.
It's unforgivable.
Yes, I'll never forgive them for what they're doing to her. Or myself, for allowing it to go on for so long.
Imagine if in order to survive every day, when you woke up, or before you went to sleep, you had to nosedive into the syringe pit from Saw.
That one Saw task where they had to go digging in the giant pit of syringes to look for a key. Imagine having to do that every day just to not die.
Tiga. To be honest, there's nothing I can say. Your experience is too harsh for me to even talk like I can understand.
That's fine. It would be far worse if you experienced something similar and could sympathize with me.
Oh, right. What about you? You've done all this for Melty, so are you affected by her evil eye too?
No, it's nothing like that. Her evil eye of indoctrination doesn't affect me. And that's not the only thing.
Hmm?
My body can't be interfered with by any outside influences. It's something I was born with. Whether it be a magical enhancement or impairment, I'm unaffected by it all.
Oh, he's got one of those divine blessings.
That goes for both my body and mind. So
that's it. That's why you weren't affected by Amelia's recognition obstruction robe.
Recognition obstruction robe?
Roar!
The white robe she usually wears. It's magically infused to hide the wearer's identity. So when we first met...
Ah, right. I saw her as herself. I see. So that's what tipped you off. That's why you suspected me from the start.
It certainly caught my attention, but I never really suspected you of anything back then. I wonder why. I think right from the start, I felt like we would get along well.
Aren't you an embarrassing fellow, Subaru?
Quiet. Anyway, is that thing of yours a divine protection?
That's right. The divine protection of insensitivity. It doesn't sound cool, so I don't like bringing it up.
Oh, I know someone who has the divine protection of insensitivity. They do, reaction videos with their persona on YouTube.
Divine protection of insensitivity. Yeah, it really is a lame name.
Quiet, you.
Does Melty know about it?
She doesn't. I haven't told Mel.
Can I ask why?
Simple, really. I don't have it in me to tell her. And Mel doesn't really trust too many people.
That doesn't sound like her.
Have I ever done reaction videos? Yes, they're called my streams.
But it's true. Mel's... She only trusts those she's touched who are under the effect of her evil eye. Not because she wants to, but because that's the way she was raised.
Tiga almost spits out the words, and I grimace hearing them. I feel like I get it. It's hard to think about what it would be like to live without the abilities you possess now, especially if you've had them since birth. Well, I wasn't born with it. If I didn't have my return by death ability, would I really understand anything going on? I certainly wouldn't have come to this tavern for a meal like this with Tiga today.
It's about time. It'll be suspicious if I stay longer.
Just let me ask one more thing. You all obey Sakura because you want to save Melty, right?
That is Solemn's and my ultimate goal. As for Wolf and Puka, I'm not sure what they're after.
If I come up with a way to fix her throat, would you guys ally yourselves with us?
You can do something like that?
I don't know, but I'll think of a way.
I see. But yeah, if you can make that a reality, I could ally with you guys. However...
After parting with Tiga, I leave the tavern and look up at the sky. A strangely cold wind blows through the night, and Tiga's voice echoes in my head.
If we fight alongside you, that doesn't guarantee Mel's safety. I can't imagine she'd comply much, knowing that she's the only hostage left. It won't be enough to save Mel. Unless we knew for sure, I'd likely take my sword up against you.
There's just one last piece missing to persuade him.
Subaru.
What?
I see you have finished, Subaru. Did you manage to speak to Tiga?
Mealy? Why are you here? I know I asked Rem to wait for me, but...
What up, Blue Blade?
I came back after finishing my business in the royal castle, but Ron was the only one at the inn. I asked her about you and she said you were all here. I was waiting for you. Then Miss Amelia arrived, so we waited for you together.
I see. Sorry it was out in the cold like this. Are you two okay?
Yes, I'm fine. They said so much to me during my questioning. but I got through it all.
It is fortunate we were informed of what to expect by Miss Cruchet and Miss Anastasia beforehand. But what about you, Subaru?
Yeah, I talked to Tiga. I was able to ask a bunch of things, but...
I say that much, then stop myself. I'm not sure how much of what I heard from Tiga I should tell to Amelia and the others. Some of it is hard to believe, and some of it is just Tiga's opinion. Most importantly, the fake candidate has been identified. I don't want to tell them and end up apprehending Melty in her camp right away. It wouldn't feel right to settle things in disregard of their circumstances. But I guess that's nothing short of my own self-indulgence.
There's your bad habit again, Subaru.
Huh?
Bearing these burdens all by yourself? Solving everything all on your own? You'll only collapse under the pressure. It happened once before, remember?
Well...
Or do you want to lay in my lap again?
What? Mealy?
That will not do. Rem will offer her lap for Subaru.
Hey! Rem?
See? You can't do this by yourself. So I think you should give up and tell us.
I can't win against Mealy.
All my concerns feel like they've been pulverized by Amelia's smile. Rem's pushing me too. And really, even if I find a solution, I probably won't be able to pull it off alone.
So, okay then. I'll tell you everything as we walk. We'll think it all over together.
Of course. You can count on us. So, what did you want to think about?
Right. It's a way to make everyone happy.
Yeah. That would be really wonderful.
Whew! Oh, man. This is definitely too early to be...
down.
This is definitely too early to be done with the stream yet, but I feel like we're about to hit a major area. Hopefully, whatever we get through will hit a save point within the next hour and a half, and we can finish around 10:15, 10:20. Ideally, we'll have a chance to save right before, like, the big final mission, and that can be our focus on Sunday. I feel like by end of Sunday, we'll probably be done with this game. That's my thought.
What a pleasant morning.
There it is. Rom Rom is still Rom Rom, even in the early hours of the morning.
Yes, Sister is perfect every morning. She's likely even more perfect than she was yesterday.
You compliment me too much, Rem. But it is fitting. After all, I have been given an important duty.
I might go 100% on my own. Oh, shit. All right, I fell out. That one, I definitely fell out of the accent. I could hear that I fell out of the accent, so I will gift a sub right now for my lack of commitment. Damn. I will definitely probably do 100% on my own time off of stream, but I'm not going to go back around and do 100% and see all these extra scenes after I finish it on stream. I've got better stuff to do. I have other games to add to the portfolio, so...
You seem really motivated, Rom. But it is reassuring.
Welcome to the Lion Pride Tetristar.
Of course. I wasn't able to accompany you yesterday.
Avian, I believe on the first mission you will always fail. Yeah, other than that, I think it's possible. The only thing that really changes is if you get those little orbs before the missions, like if you figure out information, what that does is highlights the spots that you should check. If you don't get the info before the mission, you can still interact with those spots, they just don't show up highlighted on the map, so it's harder to figure out what you're supposed to do. So I believe it is possible, it's just easier to do it if you collect a lot of information beforehand.
As soon as Lord Roswell is prepared, we intend to get going. What about you, Miss Amelia?
I was told it's okay to wait at the inn, but...
She said I'm coming along. EMD, Amelia Major Determination.
There was the thing yesterday night, too. I think it's fine with Rem along, but maybe I should be there just in case, right?
Yes, Rem doesn't have eyes on the back of her head, so having Miss Amelia along is very reassuring.
See? So you rely on me too, Subaru.
I'm always being helped by you and Rem, but I know that it would be senseless to refuse your help just for that reason.
Then it's the same as ever. It's okay to rely on me.
Alright, I got it. Mealy and Rem are going with me. Rom's doing what we talked about yesterday.
Going along with Lord Roswaal to make the adjustments. While we had a favorable response last time, the location may affect the circumstances.
Wow, you really are reliable. Alright, let's do this.
Yes, leave it to me.
Yes, let's do our best.
Huh, that goes without saying.
Then let's go!
Oh, hello, Thunder Thighs.
Where did you come from?
On the way back after talking to Tiga last night, I had told Amelia and Rem about the situation so we could try to find a way to resolve everything. No matter how much we racked our brains, we just didn't have the resources. But that's to be expected. After all, Tiga had been fighting this enemy alone for years. If it was so easy to defeat this enemy, it would put him in an awkward position. Of course, I don't intend to hold back just so he wouldn't lose face, and I'm putting my life on the line for this fight too. That's why I'll do everything I can. Still,
I hope you'll take our hand, my friend.
So is this the street?
Yeah, a shop I'm familiar with is here. If it was a bar or something like that, it would be really cool. But in reality, it's just a fruit shop.
No, I think just having a familiar shop makes you very cool, Subaru. Holding an appa in one hand is stylish.
Is that stylish? An appa as a prop feels like some Showa-era actor.
Showa. I don't really understand, but I'm sure it would be fitting for Subaru.
I like to show her about the moon and the Juna and the Toa. I like to show her about a sky or two for the Subaru. I really don't want to die.
Yes, Subaru is a great Showa actor.
Seems like you don't get it, but you kinda do. Okay, that's enough sidetracking. Let's just get our objective done. Come on.
Hey, welcome! Oh, good to see you guys.
Well, that was a pretty rude greeting. Just reminding you, but in these last few days, we've been big customers of yours, you know? You need to give better service to your good customers, or you're not gonna get any regulars.
I have no idea what that means. Alright, well, I'm sorry about my first comment. Let me redo my greeting. Hey, welcome! Let's see, 100 appas today?
No thank you!
Wow, you really do get along.
Yes, certainly. Subaru said he is an old friend.
You know, it makes sense that Cardamon sells appas. It seems like it's the core of his business.
I'm doubtful whether the feeling's mutual with the other guy.
Anyway, what's up? You've got more pretty girls with you today.
It makes sense why he's selling them by himself, because if he added another shopkeeper to his team, then they'd have to be a pair.
A flower in both hands and a puck on the head is my style today. Well, we didn't come here to play around. I'll buy some appas. And along with that, I've got a request.
Do you think I'll accept any request as long as you buy a few appas?
Oh my god, he's suddenly so stylish. What's different? It just feels different.
Just so you know, I have work to do. I can't do what you want on a whim, even if you buy 100 appas.
So
The
that's
Ghost
how I'm
Appa!
playing it.
Ghost Appa! Ghost Appa!
Look at all that fresh fruit. They're all eagerly waiting for their chance to be sold. I can't let them down. So just buy your appas and go. My job is to get these fruits to meet their destined partners.
I just love how the apple's just like back into existence.
You keep using phrases that tug at my heartstrings.
But his view is a fair argument. We're barging in on his business hours, trying to get him to do work that isn't his job. However, if we can't borrow his strength, it's a fact that we'll struggle going forward. What exactly could I do?
This may be overly intrusive, but may I say something, Mr. Shopkeeper?
Oh? What is it, young maid lady? Just so you know, This guy here is the kind of guy who makes life a living hell for everyone around him with his impossible and unreasonable nonsense. You should hurry up and find a different master. Trust me, I'm only looking out for you.
Cardamon sounded a little bit like Armin Taylor. Patrick Sight sounded a little bit like Armin Taylor just then.
Don't act like a relative giving advice. You're breaking my heart here.
Thank you very much for the advice. However, Rem could never part from Subaru.
This guy's a real player. If I were the judge, I'd sentence him to death for this crime.
That's one extremely biased judge.
According to your story, Mr. Shopkeeper, you cannot cooperate with Subaru because you will lose time to sell this fruit. In that case, I will help operate the shop. Would you listen to Subaru's request during that time?
Cardamon's like, well, yeah, sure, feel free to help. Wait, no! Or, I gotta do it right. And Cardamon becomes a pear. And Rem's like, there, I've done it.
You will?
Yes. Is that acceptable?
I'd like to ask
Look, he's
you,
already
sir.
turning into a pear. Look at
This
his
is very
hair, look at his
important.
beard. They're
I'll do
already
my
turning
best to help,
green.
too.
Rem, Mealy.
Jeez, you're really underestimating me here. I respect your guts, ladies. This is business we're talking about. It's been years since I set up shop on this street. I'm finally well established after all these years, but sales haven't become steady quite yet. A business isn't built in a day. You two shouldn't take this lightly.
After that, a short time passed.
Yes. Thank you very much. 5 each of apples and oranges, correct?
Oranges? Oranges? So we have apples, oranges, hamburgers.
The change. This should do it. Please carry them home carefully.
All right, chat. Tell me your #1 favorite food to eat, but you have to spell it as if it was being sold in Lagunica.
Miss Amelia, I finished over here. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, seems fine. You're amazing at this, Rem. Your quickness surprised me.
It's thanks to your assistance, Miss Amelia. It has helped me very much.
Banners, Cra, Starbase, Reese, Bustraries, Pitch, Morg.
Oh no, same here.
My favorite food has to be Pesserals.
No, Rem hasn't done that much.
Amelia and Rem start praising each other's work. They're both humble, so they're both trying to give the other credit.
Even seeing it with my own eyes, I didn't think it would be to this degree.
I'm sure everyone has wondered if having a beautiful girl work at a shop would make sales go up. In fact, that's pretty much where the word poster girl comes from, so that in itself isn't too surprising.
But if the poster girls are S-tier beautiful, they wield this much power.
I'm nearly overwhelmed by the results.
Impossible? The shop emptied out while I was gone?
Oh, you're back, Pops? Man, I wanted you to see it. The fruits went off and found their soulmates one after the other.
Seeing him standing in shock, I'd point out the girl's accomplishment and applaud. Until just before leaving the shop to Amelia and Rem, he was saying some pretty big things, but this result must be beyond his imagination.
Even that basket and that box are empty? The sales record I spent years building up to at this shop was broken in such a short time.
Congratulations, Subaru. You've given him massive irremediable. Not irredeemable. Shit. What was the word we just learned? Irremediable. 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 I'm pretty sure it was irremediable. I'm pretty sure it was irremediable. Let me try. Yes, irremediable. Congratulations, Subaru. You've given him irremediable imposter syndrome.
You have my condolences?
Irremediable.
Ah, you're back, sir. So? Were we helpful?
It was irremeable. It was incapable of using rem. That definitely was not British. That's another gift sub. It was irremeable. It was incapable of using rem. There we go. Now it's fixed. And now I'm starting to fall into Australian. Now I'm starting to do the wide open mouth. Hell yeah. Subaru on the Barbie. Alright, back to British.
Welcome back. We somewhat managed to fulfill tending the shop, although I'm concerned whether this was good enough.
Whoa, overkill.
No, it's fine.
Welcome back to the line, Pride Tycoon.
Ladies. I've lost my confidence.
Well, don't get discouraged. And don't make such a scary face.
Enough with the scary face thing.
I see what chat's
Person
trying to do.
waiting
You're
for
trying
you
to
is
make
down
me break
that
my
alley.
British accent so I have to
Leave
give
him
more
waiting too
subs.
long.
Nice try. Shouting this, Pops points to the entrance of an alley a short ways away. It's evidence that while we were watching the shop, he did what we requested.
Thank you. I owe you one.
Thank you for your help. We are very grateful.
Okay then. I'm sorry to leave, but we'll be going. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, go on. Also, the silver-haired young lady there.
Yes?
You helped out my daughter before. She hasn't gotten lost since then.
That's also because I've happened to hog-tie her to the side of my shop so she can't go wandering around, but nuances.
That's wonderful to hear.
Mealy, was he saying something at the end?
You guys should be joining the Discord because we have a brand new emote. Thanks to Teo. And I already saved it so I can bring it in right now. I'm going to leave it here for the rest of the stream. Let's see. Documents, Twitch resources, emotes. Join the Discord. Use this emote. Spam it at every opportunity. This is an emote in the Discord. You can use this right now. Also, who do I have to pay? Who do I have to pay to edit that so that Rivali's beak is going?
Yes. He did. But it's okay, because it was a very good thing.
Oh, then that's good. Now then, over here should be...
Subaru, over there.
You finally showed up. You shouldn't waste so much of an old man's time.
Oh, sorry. But don't giants live for a long time? How old are you anyway, old man Rom?
Sorry, but I stopped counting after 100.
So, you still got up to 100. That's not an easy feat. You really kept at it.
I fucking hope I can be this jacked at 100 years of age. I often... I've been fucking called out! I often hear that once humans reach about 30 or 40, they start to lose interest in their age. I kid you not. Yesterday, as I'm recording for a session, the director goes, "You're really talented, Sean. How old are you? How long have you been in this business?" And he asked, "How old am I?" And I went, mature enough? And I specifically said, I don't really want to talk about my age because I know that sometimes clients will not even consider you if they think you're too old to do a certain voice. And it's true. I actually don't want to bring up my age anymore. There's one colleague that I know of. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to rob them of their technique. There's a colleague that I know of that will not publicize his age to clients because he knows that he can voice younger characters really well, and he doesn't want them to limit his audition opportunities because they think he's aged out of it. And now I feel bad because, like, my age is, you can easily find it on, like, Wikipedia, anywhere online. Dude was smart. Dude protected his future.
On that point, old man Rom is earnest.
Stop that. I'm not happy getting flattery about things like that. More importantly, it looks like you have more companions today.
I have not seen you since the royal castle.
That's right. At least for you, young lady. As for the elf there...
Is this gonna be weird for you guys when I'm playing Cold Steel 4 tomorrow and I just immediately speak in my normal accent and you're not listening to this anymore?
Nice to see you again. I don't know what to say.
Ah, right. Mealy and Old Man Ram have a bit of an awkward relationship.
Being realistic, Rex Online, I don't think my vocal print is gonna stay the same forever. Just because of all the intense roles that I do, all the screaming that I do, I just know it's a matter of time before, something in my throat changes, and I lose access to my upper range, or, you know, it just shifts. That's what one of the directors said is, you can expect your voice to shift. So all I hope is that for whatever range I lose, that there's a section of range that I gain. That's my biggest hope, is that my vocal range only ever increases or shifts, not decreases. It's fine if I eventually lose access to my upper range as long as, like, there's a lower range, like a new baritone that I can hit. And part of that will be age. As I age to 40, 50, 60, if I even make it that long, Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm done with this train of thought. I'm starting to get real existential and I don't want to have a breakdown on stream. I recall the first day I was summoned to this other world. In the turmoil around the dragon insignia at the loot house, Amelia and Old Man Rom had met only briefly. Also, from Amelia's view, Old Man Rom is a relative of Felt who stole her dragon insignia, so it's a relation somewhat lacking goodwill. Afterwards, Amelia worked to heal Old Man Rom's injuries, but Old Man Rom was unconscious at the time. It's complicated. Old Man Rom, about Mealy.
Don't worry. Felt already told me. I hear she healed me that day.
Oh, yes, that's right. Did you have any headaches or anything after that? I hope you were okay.
Old Man Rom got that smile like, monkey.
I see. You seem to be even more soft-hearted than what I've heard.
Monkey.
What? Soft-hearted? No way. That's the first time someone said that.
Do you have no self-awareness? Mealy, you're super soft-hearted!
First off, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Amelia's meddling is what started my life in this world.
That's one of Miss Amelia's virtues. A result of the Great Spirit's teaching.
That's exactly right. As her foster parent, I'm proud that she has grown up to be such a good girl.
I guess in that regard, I have no complaints about your parenting skills.
Surrounding a flustered Amelia, we all nodded at each other over our shared opinion.
Good grief. A spirit, a silver-haired half-elf, that youngster from the other day, and even a demon race girl? What exactly are you gonna have me do?
I'm just amazed that this man has eyebrows long enough that he can braid them.
Huh? Did I ever tell you Rem is a demon? Well, it doesn't matter. About the reason we called you here. There's actually something I wanted to ask you, Old Man Rom, since old people are so wise.
That doesn't sound very genuine. But I owe you for telling me where Felt was. If it's something I can answer, I'll do what I can to help.
Thanks. Anyway, to the main subject. Old Man Rom, have you ever heard the name Faradar?
Did you say Faradar?
Does that mean you've heard of it? I tried asking Roswell yesterday, but even he didn't know.
This man looks like if you put a chestnut in the bridge between his nose and his eyebrows, he could scrunch his face tough enough to crush it. This man has his own facial nutcracker.
Roswell. Ah, from the Mathers bloodline. I see. So you're involved with him.
Sir?
Never mind. Forget I mentioned anything. In any case, it's not surprising that the noble sponsoring you doesn't know about it. Faradar is far to the south of here, a land in the neighboring Valachia Empire, or it was there to be more precise.
You mean it's gone now?
It's been gone for many years now. I hear that the tribe that lived there vanished without a trace, too.
Was that tribe related to the Evil Eye tribe?
So you've heard of the Evil Eye tribe, the Faradar?
Evil Eye tribe.
When Old Man Rom brought up the Evil Eye tribe, I take a big gulp. The evil eye on Solemn and Wolf's hand, and the evil eye that Melty has with the power of indoctrination. I figured it was due to their special bloodline, but to think a whole tribe was known by that name.
Evil Eye tribe, huh? Haven't heard that name in a while.
You know them too, Puck?
I don't know about a place called Faradar, but the Evil Eye tribe has been around since long ago.
Put up reality is fun.
They're a tribe that possess third eyes, also called Evil Eyes, somewhere on their body. That let them use special powers similar to divine protections.
Powers similar to divine protections? Is it not a divine protection bestowed to the entire tribe? Much like land dragons have the divine protection of wind repel?
While I think it's similar, the powers Evil Eyes exhibit seem random. So I think that's the biggest difference from land dragons.
It's just as the spirit says. The Faradar tribe exhibited particularly strong powers. And all that power was relied upon during the Demi-Human War.
That was the big civil war in Lagunica in the past, right?
Are you a veteran of that civil war, Old Man Rom?
Well, I'm a coward. I was just sneaking around trying to avoid the fight. But Faradar, huh? Youngster, why did you bring up that name?
This might be hard to believe, but I didn't know about the existence of the Evil Eye tribe. When it comes to asking about demi-human related things, I just couldn't think of anyone but you, Old Man Rom. You seem like you've lived in the royal capital for a long time, and you know Pops at the fruit shop, so I figured you were well connected.
Guess everything worked out.
It's not such a happy story, though.
That's right. There's nobody left in this Faradar place, right?
This may not be the best way to say it, but races with low population face threats against their existence from various reasons. Even for the demon race, Remen's sister's village was destroyed. And who knows if there are other surviving demons anywhere.
Don't say it like that. If you put it that way, half-elves are...
Mealy, calm down. We aren't here to argue over which species is endangered.
Sir?
If. Just saying if. But if there's more to the Faradar story, would you be interested?
More to Faradar? Whoa, what do you mean by that?
This is nothing more than a rumor. While it's a fact that Faradar was destroyed, the Evil Eye tribe wasn't exterminated. The Evil Eye tribe was taken off somewhere for the Evil Eye powers in their bodies to be used. That's what I heard anyway.
To me, that sounds exactly like Melty and company. The Evil Eye tribe taken from their homeland, being used. Like Melty and Solemn, who are being used by Sakura and this so-called mother.
How many people were taken away?
I told you it's just a rumor. But the power of the Evil Eye tribe is valuable. If they wanted to round all of them up, considering the scale of the Evil Eye tribe settlement in Faradar, there could be 100.
100?
How awful.
Amelia makes a pained face, but my response had a different meaning. It's true that this is a cruel and bitter story, but
100 of them were taken? In that case...
A sudden thought races around my mind. In this moment, I found the puzzle piece I was missing. Last night, what Tiga said, that he and Solemn obey Sakura to keep Melty alive. But I didn't know the reason why Melty would continue to obey them. It didn't make sense for her to be Sakura's hostage. In that case, the 100 people from her homeland. What if they have 100 people from the Evil Eye tribe as hostages? If so many of her people were at stake, even Melty couldn't do anything rash. Is that the answer?
Old Man Rom, I want to know something. How far can I push this favor you owe me?
When you ask like that, it makes me want to take it back right away. But I've known Felt since an age before she remembers anything. I think of her like my own grandchild. I was gonna be parted from that grandchild without even knowing, but you stopped that. My gratitude can't be expressed in words.
Is that so? Then let me apologize in advance. I'm about to take advantage of an old man's weakness.
That sounds really bad.
But Subaru is determined. His delightful smile proves it.
He does seem energized. He's about to scam this old man for everything he's got. Is this what elder abuse looks like?
You're making me sound even worse! Cut it out! Putting all that aside, I'm going to ask you for a pretty unreasonable favor.
Go ahead. I'll at least hear it out.
I want you to find out if that rumor is true.
About the aftermath of Faradar?
And if it is true, if there are survivors, where they were taken, it'd be for the best if I could find out that much.
You're asking too much. Do you really think I could find all that out?
To be honest, I don't know.
I think he can.
Rem? Why do you think that?
Well, Miss Amelia, I was not certain at first, but a man came to me. Mr. Rom has been to Rem and Sister's village. You spoke to the village chief.
So you really were the girl from back then. I heard what happened later. All of you were...
Rem and Sister are safe. That is enough for me.
Huh?
In any case, Mr. Rom is well connected enough to travel to our hidden village. Which means...
All right. You don't have to say anymore.
So you'll do it?
I do owe you after all. I always repay my debts. Especially when old friends and a girl caught up in all this are here.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Man, I seriously owe you one.
Don't praise me yet. I haven't done anything. It's been a while, but I'm gonna have to pull some strings for this. This'll be tough.
Come on, don't say that. This could end up helping Felt too, you know?
Oh?
Right, Mealy?
Oh, yes. So let's do our best. For everyone to be happy.
After entrusting Old Man Rom with the big job, we visited the fruit stand to thank the shopkeeper, then headed to our next destination. That destination was...
Hello, Subaru. Did your discussion go well?
Yeah, pretty good. And judging by your expression, I'd say you did well too.
Of course I fulfilled my duty. I even had help from a friend.
Had help is a rather conservative way to put it. I made almost all the arrangements. How did you see it in your mind?
Is that Chris Kaysen?
Surely you don't see friends
Yes!
as nothing more than beasts of burden to do hard labor at your command.
This is voiced by the person who directs me for the ReZero anime. He did not direct the game. That was Tony Oliver. But the voice of Russell is my director for the anime, and he deserves all the love for the amazing, amazing performances he gets out of us.
Oh dear, now this is harsh. My apologies for the late introduction. This is my old friend...
Russell?
Oh?
Subaru, you know him too?
He, does not even exist in the anime.
Yeah, you know, he's a pretty famous guy.
I blurted it out because of the unexpected reunion, but that was a mistake. I haven't met him yet in this loop.
To think you would be familiar with me. I'm very honored, Mr. Natsuki.
Mr. Russell, are you also familiar with Subaru?
Russell has impressively attractive eyes. Just saying, low-key.
Of course. As someone who does business in the royal capital, I pay attention to everything discussed within the castle. The people involved in such affairs are no exception. Not to mention, I hear that Mr. Natsuki, despite the absence of his master, negotiated with royal candidates and made great efforts to set all the pieces in place. Along with Miss Amelia, you are currently someone of great renown at the royal castle.
I've got that good of a reputation? Just so you know, I'm not some big shot like that.
No, your reputation is well earned. Rem is very proud.
He does indeed, Rex. He's an incredible director, and he's very, very patient with me at times. Very patient.
I can agree to that too. Subaru worked really hard after all.
I know I was working hard, but still!
Anyway, because of Russell's favoritism for Subaru, the coordination went without any issue. My, such a capable friend to have, and a servant with great promise.
As a Royal Capital Merchant Guild representative, I deal with a great many issues, which is why that evil magician there sought my help. If you're going to deal with an evil magician, you need to be cautious of their words and deeds. Sometimes you have to be firm with them.
Sometimes the magician raises their hand to cast a spell and you have to go, no, stop that. Bad magey. And the magician goes, oh, I'm sorry. And you go, you should be sorry. I forgive you.
Yes, I understand. I'll be sure to remember those words.
Such an assertive reply. As an evil magician, I tremble in fear.
Could you imagine if every time Sephiroth goes to, like, cast, Ultima or Graviga, he's just like, hold it! Hold it! What are you doing that for? Sephiroth, I can't let you destroy the world. Just fucking slap the casting hand every single time.
Evil magician? You, Roswell? Why?
It seems EMA has snuck one past the Keeper Roswell.
Roswell isn't the bad guy he pretends to be. He doesn't know what to do with genuine reactions like these.
Fucking Sephiroth goes to destroy the world, and Cloud slaps his hand and then goes... And Sephiroth's like, what? And Sephiroth goes, stop. But I want... But Shunova... I said, stop. Okay.
Well, now I've just about lost all my reputation. Let's get back to the main topic.
A clever evasion. Having said that, Roswell speaks true. Everyone awaits inside.
But still, thank you very much, Russell. It must have been really tough, right?
Now I just really want to see what Sephiroth's face... Fuck! Accent. Now I just really want to see what Sephiroth's face would look like, in that position. I want to see what Sephiroth's face would look like, with the hand gripping his cheeks going...
No, it's fine. Of course, I see this as an investment, and hope for an appropriate return.
Welcome back to the Lion Pride, Shamushko.
Please continue your efforts in the royal selection going forward. Miss Amelia and Mr. Natsuki?
Emmy, I wasn't making an assumption. Damn it.
I'll do my best.
There's no timeline on it, Emmy. You don't have to draw it just because I'm asking for it. Fuck! Although I did meet him through Roswell, I feel like I owe a debt to someone really high up. Well, if worst comes to worst, I'll just shove it all onto Roswell.
I'm getting nervous.
Why should you be nervous, Subaru?
I guess that's true. But I feel like I did something rash. Even for me. I'm getting...
That's one of the wonderful things about Subaru. That's what...
Is it?
That's one of the wonderful things about Subaru.
Wait.
Come on, I'm opening the door. 1, 2...
Hey, wait, my heart's not ready!
Oh, so you're finally here.
You sure did take your time. In Kararagi, we say time is money, you know?
Just ask someone to listen to this. Ask someone to listen to this without picture, and ask them to tell you what they think is happening.
Hey, wait, my heart's not ready!
How typical of you to say such a thing. It is actually impressive that you could spew such cheap words of advice.
In all honesty, I'm actually kind of impressed that I pulled that off on the first try. I'm actually really impressed that I did that without screwing up.
That's enough.
They were invited into my household, so they're my guests. As the master of the estate, I won't allow such quarrels.
But it's literally, that's one of those things. Isn't that one of those things where you're like, I don't think anyone else would have thought to take a moment on stream to do that except Sean. That is a Sean Chiplock stream thing.
Whoa. This is really something.
You're right. Everyone is here.
All thanks to Subaru's charm.
Stop making everything my responsibility. I saw how tense things are.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tense, Meow? Whose fault do you think it is?
Let him say what he will, Ferris. It seems he has no self-awareness.
Self-awareness? Like, aware that yourself did something horribly wrong?
I wouldn't say it's wrong, but it certainly is out of the ordinary.
Choose
Us
your
all gathering
character!
here without being summoned by the Council of Wise Men.
Emilia, Rem, Rom, Ferris, Julius, Reinhard, Owl, Subaru,
I get why you're all here, but still, seeing all of you gathered here is
Priscilla,
impressive.
Cruce, Petugius. 4 royal candidates and their 4 knights. Such a lineup makes for a powerful picture.
No, Subaru. You mean 5 royal selection candidates and their 5 attending knights.
I'm just a knight hopeful, but that's true. I shouldn't forget that.
With Rem's encouragement pushing my back, I take a step forward. Instantly, all gazes in the room gather on me.
Such pressure.
Subaru, are you okay? If you want, I could do the talking.
But in that case, Leah's story will jump around everywhere, so be prepared for that.
Prepared for what? Also, I'm happy for the offer, Mealy, but leave this to me. I'll do my best.
I fumbled my words.
All right then, do your best.
I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
In a corner of the room, I catch a glimpse of Ram, Roswal, Russell, Razim, Roswal, Subaru, Ramelia, Russell, Riga, Relti, Rakara, and the others already set to watch, and I clear my throat loudly.
Thank you very much for taking the trouble to attend on this fine day.
Raggy?
I have no use for your boring introductory remarks, Commoner. I am spending my valuable time here. If you have nothing of worth to say, I'll leave.
Don't complain about a conventional opening line. Anyway, thanks for gathering. I know it was sudden, so I'm grateful.
This is an important matter related to the royal selection. Considering your actions thus far, it would be a bad idea to ignore you.
Yes.
No!
Subaru and Rem found the suspicious guy targeting royal selection candidates.
Yeah, I was there too! Me too!
Yes, Fairy will personally reward you later. I can get rid of stuff like stiff shoulders, just like that.
Oh, that would actually be really helpful.
Also, thanks to Natsuki, my company cultivated a new business.
Gambling. Your company cultivated gambling, and you're gonna make more poor people even poorer.
Julius brought the contract and told me about yesterday. Don't worry.
I thought for certain today would be about that. But seeing this lineup, it seems that wasn't gonna be all. What kind of story do you have in store for us?
You mean?
I feel both anticipation and dread.
As for me, well, it's probably got to do with what happened yesterday, right? I've got a stake in this, so I'll hear you out.
I would also like to understand the situation. Miss Felt refuses to tell me about yesterday.
I'll talk about all of that, but please, let me hold off distributing honors for all your input until later. Well, this isn't completely unrelated to Al's extremely self-assertive comment.
Oh, he was? Although I can already imagine what you have to say. On-camp is blatantly absent, after all.
When Priscilla flat out says this, the air in the room instantly goes tense.
You're a genius when it comes to making a bad atmosphere.
There's no need for deceit, Commoner. Of course, everyone here already noticed the same thing. All that remained was to say it out loud or not. Or did you wish to put a lid over the obvious truth and have us exchange pointless pleasantries around it? In that case, I have no business here. You can all lick each other's wounds on your own.
Princess, you're going too far. I'm sure even he realizes that. There are just some conversations people aren't eager to have. He can't help that. It seems pretty close to that girl after all.
Such lenient words for an enemy. Regardless of their status as real or fake, all royal candidates are our enemies.
But then why did you come here today, Priscilla? If you say everyone around you are enemies, wouldn't it be dangerous to come? And yet you still came, Priscilla. That's probably because you trust us and have expectations for us. Am I wrong?
Oh, get fucking owned, Priscilla.
The mumblings of a half-devil irritate my noble ears terribly.
You... Yet again, Priscilla calls Amelia a half-devil, and I'm about to fucking snap! But before I can...
Either revise your words or withdraw them, Priscilla Bariel. Saying such statements is not wise here.
Bariel? Priscilla has a last name of a fucking pasta sauce company? Wait a second. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Never mind, I have subsequently learned that all of the pasta and sauce we own in the house is Kroger brand.
Cruchet gives Priscilla a sharp glare, admonishing her abusive words. But it wasn't just Cruchet.
That's no good, Princess. Losing your temper just because she hit you where it hurts is childish.
I'm not going to say who's right, but I owe that girl a debt. So I'm going to take her side too.
Don't think you can push your luck by banding together, commoners. Do you think I'd be scared if you formed a group? In that case, you're terribly mistaken.
Princess, let's stop this, okay? Don't make the situation even worse. You're putting me in a tough spot here.
As Priscilla becomes more displeased, Al desperately tries to stop her with his own body. I'm sure if Al puts himself on the line, even Priscilla would settle down.
Be quiet, Al. Or do you wish that ugly head of yours to be removed from your shoulders?
Even Al's no good. It can't be helped. His was a noble sacrifice.
Isn't that a little cold, bro?
I won't allow you to cut off Mr. Al's head. Miss Priscilla, please return to your seat. I'm sure you'll hear a story well worth the trouble of coming here.
You speak big, Sword Saint. Very well. I'll go along with this.
Whoa, Al couldn't do it, but Reinhardt pulled it off.
I entrust the rest to you, Subaru. I'd like you to make Miss Priscilla understand.
And casually raising the hurdle while he's at it.
I scratch my head at Reinhardt's words. His words didn't mean any harm. I take a long breath, then...
You'll be fine, Subaru. I'll be here watching from your
Just
side.
get to the point, please!
Oh, man, I can't look uncool in front of you here.
I turn her encouragement into strength. Oh, hold on, sorry, something happened. And start speaking about the 6th royal candidate, who isn't present here. A heavy silence coldly falls over the room. After hearing the story, everyone's face looks uneasy. Even those who haven't gone pale have pained expressions on their faces. The expressions range from pity to compassion, disgust to indignation. But
It really is unforgivable.
when Amelia says this aloud, I can tell there's no doubt that everyone is in agreement.
Reconstructing the human body at will, you say? Ferris, is such a thing possible?
I think if you spent a lot of time to slowly change the skeleton and other parts, it wouldn't be impossible. But according to Subaru's...
No! Damn it! She got me!
Body is on a different
Oh!
level completely.
I'm so mad! How did I let that one escape? Fuck! Damn, I've lost like $25 today.
Hiding your third eye and blocking her throat where food passes. This isn't something that can be done with magic. One could say it's like remaking her into a completely new creature.
A new creature, huh? But couldn't the cat ear's magic do something about that?
That's right. Ferris's healing magic is famous as the greatest in the kingdom, capable of doing things others cannot.
Welcome to the Lion Pride Hannah Shart Life. Hannah's art life! Oh my god!
Would Ferris's healing magic work? What do you think, Ferris?
I and everyone else turn to Ferris, but despite our expectant gazes, Ferris shakes his head.
I'm happy you have so much hope in me, but I think it would be a little difficult. I'd have to examine her to be sure, but if it's as Fairy thinks...
If it's as you think, what would happen?
I think healing magic would have no effect.
No!
Just making sure, but...
Yeah, ask me anything.
According to Tiger's story, Miss Melty's body was made that way years ago, right?
I can't say anything for sure, but considering how he said it, yeah.
Wait. Okay, she just said, he said Tiger. For some reason I thought it said Tiga, but the actress said it as Tiger. I was gonna be like, no!
Just an example. But when did you lose your arm, Allie?
Allie has a pretty fresh ring to it.
Al, answer him.
Yeah. It's been a little over 10 years since I lost this arm. I'm totally used to it now, though.
Even Fairy's healing magic can't fix this arm Allie lost. After all this time, a lost arm won't grow back.
I guess that makes sense.
If you ask why, it's because his body has gotten used to it. It's natural now for this body to not have an arm. So...
For Melty's body, her evil eyes being hidden and her esophagus being blocked are natural too?
That's what I think. So even if I use healing magic, she probably won't get any better than she is now.
Seriously? To be honest, I was counting on you most of all, Ferris.
I'm fairly uninformed about healing magic. But is there really no possibility? Julius, Margrave Mathers, may I ask?
Unfortunately, my knowledge on healing magic is far short from Ferris's. The only hope is Margrave Mathers.
I'm sad to say healing magic is a weak point for me as well. However, if my knowledge from reading various texts to learn magic is correct, I have no memory of any factors that would refute Ferris's opinion.
This subject may come up, so just letting you know now, it would be difficult with medicine too. To start, most medicines and decoctions are weak compared to healing magic.
Much like Miss Anastasia from the Hoshin Company, it would be difficult for me to be of assistance as well. I've never heard of such a story before.
I just love how this entire meeting is everyone becoming, or saying in turn, I'm useless, I'm useless, I'm useless, I'm definitely useless.
This individual must be quite the degenerate if they are out there reconstructing bodies. Is there no way to find the perpetrator?
I wish I could, but we have no idea who it could be. I'm sure in the time it takes to investigate.
That girl might end up with a knife in her back.
That's right.
As everyone's understanding of the situation sinks in, their expressions turn grave as they realize the deadlock we've hit. We have so many powerful people gathered here. They say two heads are better than one, and with so many of us here, it should open up new possibilities. That's what I thought, but even that was aiming too high.
We're at an impasse then.
Harry doesn't like this.
There's Ferris, who is likely peerless when it comes to healing magic, and Reinhard, who has virtually no connection with the word impossible. Melty and Company's outlook already looks bad with these two being unable to provide an answer. Then, as though spurring it on further,
All of you are puzzling for so long. But over what are you so concerned?
Priscilla Boreal.
You must realize it. If the story that Commoner brought is true, the false candidate is already clear. All that remains is to reveal the truth. Remove the false candidate, and the obstacle disappears. The postponed royal selection would resume. Why would we need to be so concerned over the problems of those who hindered us so much?
So that's why.
Will this discussion move forward without answering this question? I urge you all to consider.
that was the conclusion I was afraid of. We have no obligation to help Melty and the others, and everyone agrees on that. Considering that they deceived us, it wouldn't be unreasonable to cut them down with no mercy. So why are we having this discussion? Is it not good enough to simply expose the criminals? Why should we help them? You saved me. Why? Monkey. I can't give an answer right away.
Isn't it because we couldn't sleep at night? What other reason do you need?
And so, the first voice to break the silence surprises me to my core. Melty. Folding her arms, Felt narrows her eyes and looks Priscilla in the face while continuing.
They were used by some dangerous people, dragged into a royal selection they wanted no part in, and their lives are in danger. The more I hear, the more I sympathize with that girl. Right, Ryan?
Miss Felt.
At Felt's teasing expression, Reinhardt puts his hand on his forehead and sighs. I see. If you break it down like that, maybe it's true that Felt's circumstances are a little similar to Melty's. Felt over here like, here's the motherfucking tea. Of course, between Sakura and Reinhardt, the personalities are like good versus evil.
Anyway, if they're being forced to be in the royal selection against their will, I want to do something to help. That would be more than enough reason for me to go along with his suggestion.
While I have a slight objection to her preface, I have the same opinion as Miss Felt. If Miss Felt decides to do this, my duty is to push aside the many obstacles in her path. I will not hesitate.
Talking like you're so high and mighty. Once in a while, you can just say you want to kick the ass of people you don't like.
If that is your command.
At Reinhardt's response, Felt turns her face and clicks her tongue. That's the answer from this lord and her retainer.
If I had to say, my opinion is closer to that of the Red Princess there.
Emmy ain't everybody. Emmy fucking ain't. Holy shit. Emmy, if you want money for this commission, let me know. You can charge it as a sketch, I don't care. Oh my god, that is so... Your love for Final Fantasy VII is so evident in this piece. The attention to detail in even just a sketch. Holy shit! The darkness in his eyes as his tongue sticks out. The scrunch of his neck. Oh my god. I'm almost mad I said Cloud, because you know what? This is absolutely something Aerith would do. Aerith would be the one to do this. She'd be like, listen here, Buster. You don't mess with my mans, understand? Aerith don't careth, Sephiroth. Holy shit, Emmy. Emmy, that's fucking incredible. Woo! Next, Anastasia starts her own debate. Raising her hand a little, Anastasia looks back and forth between Priscilla and Felt.
If the fake candidate is identified, any further action is excessive, to be honest. We have no obligation to help them.
Miss Anastasia, but...
Quiet. I'm still in the middle of speaking. You shouldn't interrupt the words of your master. Also, you shouldn't jump to hasty conclusions. What I have to say next is most important.
Oh, interesting. What argument will the widely known embodiment of greed herself present next?
I'll take your words as a compliment, Princess, but my answer is simple. While we have no obligation to help them, there is benefit to it.
Cassandra is fucking talented. For real. Like, just there's a way that she performs Anastasia. Like, listen to the smoothness. Listen to the pacing of her performance. Listen.
Quiet. I'm still in the middle of speaking. You shouldn't interrupt the words of your master. Also, I'll take your words as a compliment, Princess, but my answer is simple. While we have no obligation to help them, there is benefit to it.
There's this calm, subdued subtlety to her performance as Anastasia that sets it apart from Morgana, even though they use the same pitch. She's so fucking good at this.
I may be an outsider, so this doesn't go for me, but isn't the Transcendent Dragon Church a big name in the kingdom? If their candidate turns out to be a fake...
It's very important to her character too, Mega,
scandal.
that the cadence in this voice is what clues you in that Anastasia is the one in charge. She speaks like someone who has control and confidence. And that's such an important nuance. She isn't overbearing, she's just present. Good fucking job, Cassandra.
So what happens if we solve their problem and show mercy on top of that? The church couldn't hold their head above ours. The main aim of the royal selection is a covenant with the dragon. We would obtain a pretext to silence those who would meddle in it. Would that not be beneficial? So, do you like my way of thinking?
Oh, that's so impressive what she does.
Why, thank you.
Priscilla closes one eye and curses at Anastasia. I'm impressed by how Anastasia seems entirely unaffected. Even though it's a rather heartless conclusion drawn by an experienced merchant.
A conclusion drawn from no emotion is the exact opposite of Felt, and exactly like Anastasia.
You say that, but please don't misunderstand her as having no emotional connection. That is simply a condition required by Miss Anastasia. Even if she says to help them based only on emotion, it would involve the great many people who follow Miss Anastasia. In her position, she must not do such a thing. Thus, it is necessary to have adequate cause. A premise so convincing, it sways yourself and others.
Julius, what embarrassing things are you saying? This has nothing to do with your job as a knight, does it?
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. How do you want to do these? You can notice she will slowly begin some of her lines. Like this one. I think it's this one. When she goes, "We would obtain a pretext." Listen to the "we would."
The main aim of the royal selection is a covenant with the dragon. We would obtain a pretext to silence those who...
Oh, maybe it's a different one.
So what happens if we solve their problem and show mercy on top of that? The church couldn't hold their head above ours.
The church? It's like a quiet hybrid vehicle slowly accelerating. I think it's this one as well.
I'll take your words as a compliment, Princess, but my answer is simple. While we have no obligation to help...
So?
No. As your knight, I must do my utmost to prevent misunderstandings of you, Miss Anastasia. However...
I would actually say Cassandra's Fee voice is closer to her Anastasia voice. She just removes the emotion out of it. Because Fee normally is just this battle-trained Jaeger who is in control, but doesn't care about a lot of things. The more warmed up Fee gets towards Reen, the closer it starts to sound like Anastasia.
However, what?
I know from the bottom of my heart that I'm glad I became your knight. My sword and my loyalty belong to you.
That's not worth 1 coin, but my doctrine is to take anything given, so I'll reluctantly accept it.
Yes. Julius answers with vigor, and Anastasia lightly waves her hand. Looks like this lord and retainer also agreed on a single answer. Then?
Well, it appears that it is my turn to state my opinion.
Cruche.
No need to look so worried. When one's gaze becomes cloudy, one can falter in the ideals they carry. Also, rather than stating my opinion here, I shall ask my trusted retainer to do so.
Miss Cruche?
Ferris, I wish to know your opinion. Felt and Anastasia Hoshin have covered the issues of benefit and sentiment. I could act for the same reasons as either of them. However, I wish to hear your opinion in particular. What is going through your mind? After hearing Subaru Natsuki's story earlier, what do you think of Melty Pristis and her faction?
When asked by Cruche, Ferris ponders, a hand placed on a rather flat chest. Ferris couldn't reply with an answer that wasn't so thought out. Ferris regarded her too highly for that. No, that's not it. Ferris wouldn't think such petty thoughts. Ferris's eyes are filled with an unusual drive, burning and boiling with a sense of purpose.
Miss Cruche, Fairy is your knight.
Indeed you are.
I'm prepared to devote everything to your ideals.
Yes.
But I am a healer at the same time. When asked for help, the first thing I think of is doing something about it. That goes even more so for people in a deadlock, in despair. After all, I was like that before.
I want to know more about Ferris's backstory! I'm going to have to read the novel sometime. I just know I am. I know I am. I want to know about Ferris's upbringing. I want to know what led them to this point. Fuck!
In an abyss of darkness, with nothing I could do, Miss Cruche led me by the hand and rescued me from there. That's how I became the person I am now, so I can't possibly reject a hand reaching out for help. I'm sorry, Miss Cruche, for being such a willful and self-indulgent retainer, but...
That's enough. No need to finish.
Miss Cruche, will this make you hate Fairy?
Me? Hate you? Unthinkable. That would only be possible if I ceased being myself.
Miss Cruche, I love you!
As do I.
Double feels. After a nod at Ferris's confession of love, Cruche turns her eyes to Priscilla.
Apologies for the long wait, but this is my conclusion. I wish to be a lord who responds to her retainers. Therefore, we shall cooperate with Subaru Natsuki.
All of that back and forth was just a charade. As you said yourself, you could find a reason one way or another, regardless.
However, if I'm going to walk, I will walk the path my ideals have set for me, alongside my beloved retainer.
Do as you please.
After Cruche's bold answer, Priscilla replies in an abusive way. Then...
While we're on the subject, Half-Double, you answer the question as well.
Her tact next turns to Amelia.
I'm going along with Subaru, so...
After all this, simply going along with your jester next to you would be absurd. Don't tell me you actually intend to say something so foolish. True, this gathering began at his behest. However, the master must bear the responsibility of the servant. You have a responsibility to make your own statement. Now that you understand that, answer again. Why would you make such an effort for the sake of an imposter?
Priscilla's questioning is brutal, but it's true that it can't be ignored. Felt, Anastasia, and Cruche all came up with different answers on their own. Amelia needs to come up with her own answer too. Under such questioning, Amelia gently places a hand over her chest.
I lived for a long time in the forest of my homeland. I was there with Puck, and that was enough for me. But one day, Roswell came to the forest, saying he'll let me join the royal selection.
Thank you very much for the follow, Matthew Archer.
When I left the forest for the first time and got taken to the manor, there was so much I didn't know. I caused so much trouble for Ram and Rem. She isn't here right now, but there's a girl named Beatrice who gets along really well with Puck, and I wanted to get along with her too. But she was always getting mad at me too, and lots of stuff happened. After deciding to join the royal selection, I met the other candidates, and it made me think of how much I needed to get my act together. Everyone was really amazing, with such strong ideals, so I thought I needed that strength too. I must have made a mistake because I was so preoccupied by that thought. I made such a big mistake at the royal capital. I had no idea what to do. I agonized over it, panicked, and then I met Subaru.
Mealy.
With Subaru's help, I renewed my resolve at the estate. And now, I'm standing here like this in the royal capital. Lots of meetings and experiences shaped who I am now. And I'm different from when it was just me and Puck in the forest. That's why I don't want my meeting with Melty and everyone to end with just a brief encounter. I want to talk it out and understand. If I need to help them first in order to accomplish that, that's what I want to do. No, that's what I will do. After all, if I don't do this right, I'll have this really hazy feeling in my chest troubling me.
You lost steam right at the end!
But that's how I honestly feel.
Amelia's face turns red as she objects. A moment later, the air in the room relaxes. The rigid atmosphere from before has come undone, and I feel the tension waver. Then...
Princess, isn't that enough?
Al?
I get you have a lot to say about the princess's attitude, but that's just her personality.
Al, do not speak as though you understand me. I am not so shallow as to be seen through by a jester.
I know. And because I do, let me say something as if I know. Just guessing, but you already came up with a solution, didn't you?
What?
By solution, you mean for Melty? Priscilla, is that true?
For a mere jester, you have said more than enough.
Sorry. Am I about to lose my head?
So I'm just curious. Can someone explain to me why people type !lurk? Like, is it common for there to be like a Nightbot command where people can type lurk and it just explains what the channel is about and I'm supposed to have one? Is it just to like tell people in the chat that you're just gonna be lurking and listening in the background? I've seen it a couple times. What does it do generally?
If I hadn't heard their stories beforehand, I would have cut off your head with no mercy.
Right, but if they haven't... Oh, it hides your name from the watch list. Got it. Do I need to put that command in Nightbot, or is that, like, already a part of Twitch? Her words and behavior are evidence that Priscilla was impressed, at least somewhat, by Amelia and everyone's words. Alright, I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. I don't want to be out. Log in, commands, custom, add command.
So then, Priscilla Boreal, how do you intend to save Melty Pristis?
You should already know the answer. We will require that blue healer there.
Me? I mean, I'll give it a try if it can really be resolved with healing magic, but we've already established that that wouldn't work.
Fool, that is because you only see the easy path.
Easy path? I doubt Ferris would.
You must revise the way you think. If her throat is blocked by some power, we simply need to open it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, I get it.
Wait, what?
I clap my hands as an idea flashes in my mind from Priscilla's words, and Felt reacts in surprise. All eyes turn toward me. But even I find myself astonished by the idea. I finally made the connection after watching Priscilla, seeing her rub her fingers on her throat to explain.
An incision in the esophagus? No, surgical removal? Regardless, doing surgery should resolve this.
By surgery, you mean using a blade to cut something out of the body?
Yeah, that. It requires a sanitary place and tools, though. If we get those, maybe?
Don't lose confidence right at the end.
No, it's just that I don't know. I'm not much of an expert when it comes to medical science.
I jumped at Priscilla's words because I didn't have that idea before. But I also have no idea about advanced medical techniques. When did this become an episode of Greg's Anatomy? What is this game?
A surgery to open a blocked esophagus would mean cutting open the throat, opening the esophagus, then watching over time to make sure it doesn't close up again.
What is this game? Also, Mikey, it's established that in Lagunica, magic advanced before science did. So science hasn't progressed as much as it does in the real world compared to magic.
While it isn't impossible, this does not seem like something we can deal with immediately. And there may be a chance she could pass away during the operation.
Yeah, guess you're right. But if we could do something about that...
Allow me to make one correction, Subaru Natsuki.
Crochet?
It seems you are struggling to determine whether this is possible, but there is no need for that. Because
I can do it.
Ferris.
I can make it so she doesn't die during the work. I've never done things like cutting and opening, though, so it still wouldn't be easy.
In that case, I can assist. With my spirits, I can at least help you.
Julius volunteers to assist, and faint lights float around him.
Julius is a spirit arts user. Those are his contract spirits.
Same as Mealy, huh? Damn copying bastard.
I can hear you. Anyway, what do you think, Ferris?
If you help Julius, Fairy would be reassured. But it's still not enough. To put it simply, this work has to be done alongside healing, so we need at least one more.
In that case, I recommend Rom.
Recommend Rom? Are you serious?
Serious beyond serious, very serious. You may be uneasy, Subaru, but nobody beats Rom when it comes to finger dexterity, you know.
You honor me, Lord Roswell.
That's... Wait, really?
Thinking back on Rom's work at the estate, I ponder the real meaning behind Roswell's remark. It's hard to fully understand because Rem does most of the work at the manor, but there's no mistaking that Rom is pretty handy. Above all...
If Sister helps, we can rest assured.
Your praise is flattering, although it is warranted.
Rem is blindly devoted when it comes to Rom, but they are clearly genuine with one another.
Rom, can you really do it?
A stupid question. Of course I can. It is at Lord Roswell's request, after all. Or do you not trust me?
Okay, I trust you. Ferris will be the surgeon, while Rom and Julius are support. Would these three work?
You know I can't tell you I'm completely confident I can do this, right?
Well, it would be pretty cool if you said that, and it worked out.
Brilliant!
Boo!
With puffed cheeks, Ferris doesn't object to Al's wild laughter. But anyway, now...
The conditions are fulfilled.
That's great and all, but I feel like we're left out. Hey, cat ears, would Reinhardt be useful for something?
I appreciate the sentiment, but Reinhardt is unsuitable by nature. You know, since he sucks mana from around him.
That is the reason I'm forbidden from entering places where healing magic is being used.
He is literally a Satanist. He is not allowed anywhere where the Lord and Savior is present.
Guess you won't be any help then.
My apologies.
Bold of you to treat Reinhardt like a useless character. Also, Reinhardt, don't feel bad. I have a little request specifically for you later.
Understood. I would be happy for an opportunity to restore my honor.
Here's your job, Reinhardt. If we succeed, you have to go around and give everybody head pats. Without destroying their molecular structure, of course. Reinhardt nods at my words. It's a request with high stakes, though.
But you did it, Subaru. Now...
Yeah,
We finally reached the starting line. I clench my fists and nod to a smiling Amelia. All that's left is to use the established lineup to try and find the answer.
Commoner, I am not finished asking questions
Priscilla, come on! I just want to get to a save screen! Just then, Priscilla makes a move to throw cold water on our plan one last time.
You sure are persistent. I'm grateful for the advice earlier, but should I assume this is another prelude to that?
Do not be so insolent
I'm
as
not
to
that
test
itchy.
me. I will not go along as you will. I simply do what I wish, until I reach my own understanding. The matter is settled. The personnel are assembled. Success or failure relies only on your efforts now. Yet after carrying it this far, I still ask you, why do you seek to help them?
We already talked about that. It's because they...
No. This is disregarding your intentions. Why do you assume that they desire help?
What?
With the blue, the finest, and that demon girl, the surgery to cut her throat open may be possible. That is, if the subject is cooperative. How are you so sure she would not refuse? Have you even considered for a moment that your hand extended in assistance will be rejected? This goes to show your arrogant disposition in presuming to think you must save her.
With the last brunt of Priscilla's questioning aimed at me, I open my mouth to immediately reply. But I can't find the words to say.
Did I rain on your parade? You are a mere jester after all. Worthless to even question.
Thank you for the follow. Ending with a cold tone, Priscilla stands up from her seat.
Al, we are leaving now. There is nothing more to gain here.
I don't mind, but shouldn't we wait to hear his answer?
That won't happen. No answer will be coming out of that one.
Priscilla is literally the kid who would throw out a final insult on AIM Messenger and then instantly set themselves as away, so that if anyone tried to respond to their insult, it would send the away message like they already left the conversation. She's that bitch.
This fool got carried away by the situation. And when pressed to deal with it in the end, he cannot even see the reality of the light that illuminates his own hand.
Priscilla is that person who, after an argument with you, would set their profile message to lyrics from an emo song. The lyrics that are like, I thought I could trust you, it was only a lie. Now I just sit here waiting to die.
An answer from such a fool would surely be nothing but an imitation in livery.
Priscilla! Her words hit me like cold blades. Cold steel! Crossbell! And I call out to her back to stop her as she tries to leave. Slowly, the Crimson Beauty turns around. I sense scorching heat in her eyes, and for a moment, my shoulders tremble with an illusion of pain. But I fight it off immediately and grit my teeth at Priscilla.
I don't have an answer for you right now that would satisfy you. You're right. I got carried away, so preoccupied with trying to deal with the events as they happened. I don't even know why I pushed this so hard.
Subaru.
But I have a reason to keep going. Part of it being because I want to help them. I don't know if they'll reject my helping hand, but I'd still extend it nonetheless. I'll extend my hand, and if they don't take it...
If they do not take it, what?
I'll grab them by the neck, save them, then convince them afterward. When lives are in danger like this, it's stupid to argue over whether they can be saved or whether to save them. All that nonsense can wait until after they're saved. Complain as much as you want after everyone is safe, including everything that couldn't be said before.
My method acting for this part was thinking about when I tried to help my wife leave her relationship with her abusive ex-boyfriend because he was literally making threats towards her livelihood. Even though I loved her and I knew it wasn't a guarantee that she'd end up with me, and I almost didn't want to think about it because of the rebound risk, I still wanted to help her leave that relationship because I didn't want any harm to befall her. I'm grateful that she also had feelings for me and had the same worries, and we talked it out together. But there was that point in time where it's like, I may not even benefit from this, and it doesn't matter because I want her to be happy.
That's what I'm gonna do. So my answer to your question will be clear once everything is over.
I say this pointedly and thrust a finger at Priscilla. In the room, only my excited breathing echoes out. The silence continues for a while, but slowly breaks.
You truly have the perseverance of a jester.
How rude.
As I thought, I did not procure the answer I wished for. However, I can deem that acceptable.
That's kind of what led to that. I swear to God, it's like this came out of an anime. But that's what led to that moment where AJ got upset with me when I was going through all of this stress to try and help her out. And she goes, "Why are you even bothering with this anyway? Like, why go through all of this effort?" And I replied with, "Because I love you, okay?" And it actually caught her off guard, and she wasn't able to respond at first. I literally said, "Because I love you, okay?" And I said, "I don't know if anything's going to become of this, but I know that I care enough about you that I want you to be happy and I want you to be able to pursue the life that you want. So I'm gonna see this through, and whether or not you end up with me doesn't matter right now. We can deal with that later. Right now, I just want to focus on helping you get free."
In any case, it seems I will have my answer tomorrow. Regardless of the conclusion, all will unfold as I desire.
I wish I could say I was kidding or exaggerating, but that is literally the conversation that I had with her.
The world exists for my sake, after all.
All it was missing was the "I will protect you with my honor" and like unsheathing the katana blade and going, "Because I love you, okay? And I won't let anyone stand in your way." Aji-chan.
Wow, she really stole the show there.
Miss Priscilla is quite the relentless woman. I thought I knew that already, but she made it all the more clear.
That said, without her opinion,
Thank you very much for the follow,
it's
Weasley.
highly possible we wouldn't have found a solution. Thinking about it that way, I can't complain.
Opening the esophagus with surgery. In a world with advanced healing magic, this is quite the unconventional solution. I should have come up with that idea. Jonas Scott, if I did, Priscilla wouldn't have been talking so big.
No, she's gonna talk big anyway. With her big attitude and big breasts.
Subaru, I know she isn't present, but if you go any further, I'll have to stop you.
Sorry. I can't help it when I'm with only guy friends.
As I walk alone with Reinhardt on the nighttime street, I can't help but feel different from usual. Of course it's plenty enjoyable being with Amelia and Rem, but guy friends are different.
I only feel this way when I'm hanging out with you or Tiga.
Mega, I'm so glad I'm not the only person who thought that. I almost went, "I walk a lonely road."
It's an honor to be among the selection. In any case, how do you think Tiga will react to all this?
His goal is Melty. As long as we can assure her safety, he would cooperate with us. I think.
Subaru, I didn't mention this earlier, but if Julius and I charge into the church, we could likely resolve it then and there. Naturally, the opponent would likely resist. However, we should have the power to suppress them. Then
you could resolve it without any casualties on our side? Isn't there a chance of them killing you?
No.
Whoa.
I am not only saying this because I am talking to a friend. I would not lose. That's why I can make this suggestion.
The tone of the words is uncharacteristic of Reinhardt. No, it's a confidence that only Reinhardt could be forgiven for. Confidence that he would absolutely never lose, no matter the opponent. That's the Sword Saint Reinhardt.
But that only goes for your body. What about injury to your heart?
Wounds can heal.
Does that make it okay to get hurt? Not for me. My imagination's good enough for stuff like that. So no thanks. If I'm going to do something, I want to win. And aim for a perfect victory while I'm at it. If I've got cheat codes, why not use them? I don't want a hard fight or suffering. I think it's best if I can just skip through and clear it.
Note to self, do not ever recommend that Subaru play Fallen Legion Revenants.
So don't try to go and get yourself hurt. There's nothing but pain in that.
I see. I understand. If you can make my job easier, I would be happy to get on board. To tell the truth, this sword at my hip is unexpectedly heavy.
I'm sure. Of course a big sword like that wouldn't be light.
Yes, that's right. It's exactly as you say.
Reinhardt's suggestion is, well, probably his way of being considerate. To gain the very best result, a lot of sacrifices have to be paid. And even then, there's no guarantees of obtaining results. If that's the case, he would go himself. He could simply bring back the simple, good result. That was Reinhardt's suggestion. How many situations like this has he had to overcome? I vaguely think to myself that maybe that's why Felt is so fitting for Reinhardt. That strong-willed Felt could do a flying kick to the back of her knight when he tries to stop at good, sending him to best.
What formidable people.
Did you say something?
No, it's just that you guys seem troublesome once the royal selection starts.
That's rather hasty. However, yes, that's right. I promise to fulfill the role of worthy opponent. You are going to learn to hate my tenacity.
I don't want to promise like that!
Mr. Natsuki!
Oh no! Is that?
Over here! I'm over here!
Oh, there he is. And right on time.
No, actually, you're very late, Mr. Natsuki. How long did you intend to make me wait in this cold?
For now, I'll just say sorry.
For now? You definitely don't mean it at all, do you?
Subaru? Who is he?
This guy's Otto. As you can see, he's a traitor with bad luck.
You're saying I look like I have bad luck? No, I'm sorry. I got too carried away. You're...
What? Where? He's saying I look like I have bad luck. No, I'm sorry, I got too carried away. You're...
For now? You definitely don't mean it at all, do you?
Oh, yes, there you go.
Red hair, blue eyes, and a sword at your hip? Could you be...
Oh, you know him? Well, you are a merchant, so I guess you would be well informed.
Are you an idiot? It's less common not to know someone so famous. The Sword Saint. He's the Sword Saint Reinhard, right?
Indeed. I am the currently appointed Sword Saint, Reinhard van Estrella. However, if you're a friend of Subaru, I'd prefer it if you keep it casual and call me Reinhard.
Hey Otto, did you know that 1 out of every 3 people is gay? Or 1 out of every 4 people is gay? Well, I'm not gay. I'm definitely not gay. I'm not gay either.
It's hard to be casual when I'm this worked up.
Well, just get used to it over time. I have something I need you guys to do.
Yes, you're right. I'll take my time and... Huh? Me and Mr. Reinhard?
Could this be the opportunity for me to regain my honor you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, exactly it. Wait, did I not tell you, Otto?
You didn't tell me anything! I only came here because I was told there was something even more lucrative for me than the oil buyout.
I love Otto's voice so much.
It may be a bit forward of me to say this when we only just met, but it seems you're far too kind, Otto. You should put yourself first more.
You being here is the reason I'm so flustered right now.
Look at Otto's nails! Oh my god, I want to date this man.
Stop making such a fuss. Just quietly accept your fate.
That sounds like something a villain would say. I heard a slave trader say that before.
While that's an interesting story, we should prioritize the required story here. So, Subaru, what do I need to do with him?
Yeah, to explain that, I actually have one more guest. He should be coming soon.
Are you looking for me?
Ah! A monster!
What's with this youngster? Treating me like I'm some ghost. How rude.
Anyone would react like that if a giant suddenly appeared out of a back alley.
Mr. Ram, did Subaru make an appointment with you too?
Oh, it's Reinhard. I didn't think it would actually be you, but you can definitely get the job done. You sure are good at giving work to other people, kid.
I think that's about 90% of my strength as a person.
That's a sad ratio.
Shut up. I'm at peace with it. More importantly, Old Man Rom, did you figure out what I asked for?
Don't rush me. I had to go around a lot of old contacts, so I'm exhausted. Good grief. Don't work an old man so hard.
Okay. I'll give you my best shoulder rub later.
Shit.
So, could you tell us the story?
Oh, I want this to be finished, and I was hoping after the meeting it'd be a save point.
About the aftermath of Faradar? It seems like our thinking was correct. As expected, they weren't wiped out. They were probably taken somewhere. This just happens to be a coincidence too, but...
I would be really upset if I had to just cut it, but I can't wait too long or Little Caesar's gonna close. They're gonna have my order ready at like 10:30.
But what?
Despite Faradar being destroyed years ago, within the last year, several Evil Eyes were put on the market.
Wait a second. Evil Eyes on the market? You mean...
It doesn't even have to be a save prompt. Like, if there was a scene change, like the next day.
The Evil Eye tribe's powers lie in their evil eyes. For those who believe that, there are times when only the eyes themselves have value.
The wrinkles on Old Man Rom's face deepen, and I'm suddenly struck speechless. Faradar, Meltine Sullum's homeland, and a place where the Evil Eye tribe lived. Seeing how their homeland was destroyed and they were taken away, I figured they weren't living in peace, but...
What was the source of the Evil Eyes?
You're a lucky guy, youngster. One of my acquaintances just happened to be involved in the Evil Eye trade. I have an idea where it is.
What kind of connection is that?
If you want my information, don't ask questions like that.
All right, I got it.
I have no reason to question Old Man Rom and his shady background right now. What I need is...
Reinhard, Otto, thanks to Old Man Rom, we found the source of our future worries.
Take care, Mega.
I want to leave it to you guys. Is that all right?
Of course I don't mind. From what I heard, their acts are inhumane. I cannot stand by silently.
I don't know too much about these things, but is this one of those now that you know type deals?
Nice joke.
This definitely isn't a laughing matter, is it? But I understand. As Reinhard said, I may be a cold-blooded merchant, but I still know there are some lines that shouldn't be crossed.
Cold-blooded? Who are you talking about?
Didn't you hear me clearly refer to myself?
Be at ease. I was listening. Otto, having you as a companion is reassuring.
I see. That's good.
This guy's easy to please.
If Reinhard and this youngster are going, I'll go as well. While I have no acquaintances from the Evil Eye tribe, if fellow demi-humans are suffering, I can't leave it be.
Okay, Roger. Then I'll leave the Faradar Evil Eye tribe to you three.
Yeah, leave it to us.
There's no turning back. We're all sharing the same lot now. Let's make this go well and secure a better future.
Save prompt.
Right.
Save prompt.
Good
Save
spirit.
prompt.
Reinhard, I'm counting on you. You guys really are the last hope.
Save prompt.
Understood. Subaru, you be careful too.
Yeah, hearing you loud and clear.
With a voice of encouragement for myself, I look up at the night sky and settle my resolve for this match. The decisive battle is tomorrow. Save prompt? I'm sure tomorrow will be the longest day of my life. Let's go! Let's go! Oh! 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 Mwah! 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 What is that timing? What is that timing? Even with the stories, with the interruptions, with feeding Panda. Oh! 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 Let's go. Whew! Well, that's self-explanatory. Pizza time. Alright, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this all-British stream. I'm going to refresh the page real quick to see who we can raid. It looks like we've got... Alright, I'll let you guys vote. We've got Canadian Dragon playing Beat Saber. We've got Kimlin Tran playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. And Phil Reich playing Cuphead. So, Raid Tim. Canadian Dragon. We've got Phil Reich. And we've got Kimlin Tran. Beep. Can we see the pizza? No, I have to head out and get it right after this. Anyway, as you guys know, tomorrow, Saturday will be Trails of Cold Steel 4, and then hopefully, if we start at around 5 on Sunday, we might actually get to finish up ReZero. I don't know. Maybe Kitsy will tell me on Telegram how close I am. Don't say it here, though. Monday is Uno. Tuesday is Fallen Legion Revenants. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm off. I might, just so you guys know, I might take Friday off after we finish ReZero. I'm filing... Hold on. I'm filing taxes the weekend after this one, and I'm going to need at least a day or two to myself to go through and itemize everything that I spent, that I purchased and earned throughout the year. So I might take Friday off just to ensure that I have a whole day to myself to take care of that. Piku of Pizza on Discord. If I remember. If I remember. Alright. Kimlin, please. Kimlin, please. Don't be offline when we do this. I'm begging you, Kimlin. Please. Oh, she's got a shiny Halucha. What the hell? Oh, raid phrase. Raid phrase. We'll go basic. There you go. Super simple, super easy. It looks like she might be doing the DLC, though. So just be aware if you don't want spoilers. Alright. See you guys tomorrow for Cold Steel 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're in the UK, please consider buying ReZero, The Prophecy of the Throne. Love you much. Be good to each other. Take care of yourselves. And bye for now. Let's raid.